accident.
Is this like that
We'll
one
do it for
thing that
shots.
you shared where it's like guys getting slapped and spit on? Like,
Yeah.
No, that is a drink though. You do your shot. It's called a hurricane shot. You do the shot, and then the bartender slaps you and splashes you with water.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome
Okay.
back, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome back to Tift. Here with more San Sebastian. A few announcements before we get started. If you're enjoying what we're doing, there are a few ways you can support the show. I'm getting my announcements mixed up. We have a Beacons page where we have a link to Hero Forge for minis, soon to be dice. We have a Redbubble with merch and a coffee for direct donations. You can also find all of our social media on there to keep up with updates about the show, including a link to our Discord where the chaos never sleeps. And if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, you can catch us live weekly. Currently mostly on Wednesdays, sometimes on Fridays. We might have a regular schedule
It's
again
kind
soon.
of a random. Just
We
pay
vacillate.
attention to the social medias and you'll know what we're doing when we're doing it.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's plenty of announcements. We have an announcement in Discord every time we're live. So
Join the
So join
Discord.
the Discord.
that's all you
Or
need.
follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Or as I heard it referred to recently, Blueski.
Get a blue ski. Yeah, that's all I got. Over to Crow for strange rumblings at 3 a.m.
Woohoo!
New from San Sebastian, dinosaurs in downtown.
Oh no, we got Dino Boy drunk again, didn't we?
Yeah, because people have
Boys'
come to
night
him.
has gone off the rails.
We haven't even gotten that far for Boys Night.
But welcome back, everyone, to San Sebastian. We will likely be finishing up anything for a friend this evening, but we will see how things go. For the drama, it'll be heavy tonight. But before we get too far into that, we're going to go ahead and add a team to the pool, bringing us up to 2-team.
2-team.
And I once again ask if we want something from my custom icebreakers, or do we want something from the usual generator?
Some unhinged shit.
Custom.
Yeah.
What classic D&D class would your character be if they played?
Classic.
Are we talking would they choose or would their power set most fit?
What they would choose.
Okay.
What
You can
edition?
answer both to make it interesting.
Classic implies not fifth.
Oh, all I know is 5th.
Yeah, I only know
Gosh.
fifth.
That's fine.
I'm assuming fifth. I just.
I guess
would
sure.
be possible
Whatever
to stipulate
D&D
to a different
classes you
edition.
know. answer that.
Considering non-homebrew, I'm assuming classic is in the case of like non-homebrew classes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been published in an official book at some point.
There we go.
Like, listen, I love the pugilist, but that's not
Look,
an official D&D class.
There's a lot of official books.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a
So
lot
if
of
you
shit
say it's
that's been
official, we'd
published.
have to fact check you, but no one has time for that.
No, we don't.
Well, yes, how about we go around with introductions and answer this question? You can answer it for yourself if you want to, but I will say I'm most specifically interested in your character's answer to this.
I can go. I am Chartholomew. I play Thoth, our sad emo tentacle friend. Maybe not even a friend anymore. I don't know. Remains to be seen.
Friend a question mark?
Friend question mark? I think just because it's kind of related to stuff we've been talking about in chat, and I think it'd be very funny. Is I think he'd play a rogue.
Fair.
I can see
That
it.
tracks.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Arcane trickster.
Yeah.
His emo
Um,
edginess.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can go next. I'm Tess. I play Elytra, and I think, like, if you were to ask her which one she thinks she would be forced into if she were isekai'd, just based on how she feels about her powers right now, it would be Warlock. Because
Okay.
it's kind of, but like not well acknowledged, like forced into the pack kind of thing. What she would willingly choose to play would probably be some kind of like thief infiltrator class, so like a rogue.
Yeah. Rogue twins.
If we're talking original D&D, it would be thief or assassin. So,
All right.
did I just look this up? Yes, I did, because I was like, I don't remember what they like
Tess
original D&D
is doing the fact
Yeah, they didn't
checking.
have like a whole lot.
Yeah.
There was
Also
a
just-
dark time where elf was considered a class.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was like in the beginning, it was mage
a
or
long time
fighter.
ago.
Are you a mage or are you a fighter
Yeah.
or are you a cleric?
I
Oh my God.
did
Those
not
are your three
create-
options.
I did not create this question before this video came out, but I think it was D&D Shorts recently did a video on what the original D&D rules were for being a woman.
Yep.
Mm.
And it's
Yeah, it was
wild.
a dark time.
Roll
It
for
was a
tits.
dark time.
All right.
And weirdly, it's so sexist that it kind of loops back around to being a power fantasy at some point.
Uh-huh.
Like, literally, if you're ugly enough, you can just look at people and make them die.
God.
Okay.
It's just
Well-
like, wow. All right.
What
Yeah.
are you doing, Lily? You
yes.
gonna come lay over here?
I'm Jenna, and I play Heavenly Katana, aka HK,
baby.
aka Mia, and I think that HK would be a monk. Weirdly enough, maybe like a monk rogue with like a dip into bard, so that she could do like cutting words.
Quadruple
But,
class.
but if I had to just choose one, it would be monk, because of the speed.
Correct. That tracks.
Fair.
She's gotta go fast in every setting.
So does that mean you're the tabaxi monk that's like hyper
Tabaxi monk
break the
with
sound
a dip
barrier.
into rogue with a dip into bard. Yeah. In all pink.
Of course.
Yeah.
Lily, can you lay down?
I mean,
and
she
quit
does have
circling me
cat
like a
like
shark?
tendencies. She definitely gets the zoomies. But foxes and cats, foxes are notoriously the most feline of the canines.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what she would want to be though, I don't know. Normal? Could she just be normal?
I mean, I'll throw this out there. Barbarian makes some level of sense in my, like, conceptualization of HK.
Yeah.
But it's like a really terrifying rage where it's just like,
Yeah, no.
Smiling
I
the
have
entire
a
time.
barbarian who is absolutely a valley girl.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
barbarians
you
with different
fucked up,
emotions are just so
bro.
much fun.
Yes. Yeah. So.
I'm Maria. I play Silver Phantom, and he would be a monk. Like it's the only class you can punch things with and do damage without taking a feat.
Mhm. Tavern brawler.
Yeah, or I guess variant human fighter tavern brawler.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's like acrobatic. He would have a high dex. He's acrobatic enough. but
Yeah, Dex
boy, is
fighter.
he
with
not.
a
Makes more sense, I
Tavern
think.
brawler.
Is
yeah.
he not? He is not
Monk.
stealthy at all.
Yeah. I don't think stealth is any of our strong suits except for maybe Electron Thoth.
Yeah, rogue twins.
Yeah, rogue
Ah.
twins.
Pull it off more easily.
Yeah, the rest of
Yeah.
us are like, hello, we're here to fuck shit up.
I'm Brianna. I play Glory. I think that the class that Glory would assume she'd be forced into playing would probably be a paladin. I think in her soul she'd probably rather play something else. Not sure what that would be.
Fighter.
Something with fewer restrictions.
Obligations.
Yeah, obligations, restrictions,
Not a cleric.
and god shit.
Not
Barbarian.
a warlock, not a cleric.
Could be a barbarian.
Glory might be good as a
My
barbarian.
very out of pocket answer would probably be Blade Singer Wizard.
Ooh,
Oh, that's fair.
yeah.
Got enough utility with her powers that she can do all sorts of weird shit for like
Yeah.
people.
I like that.
All right. Well,
And I also like that it is for Glory at least vary based off of your own power versus anyone else's because you're a wizard and learning it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, some of this was definitely forced on her, but she's making the best of it.
She's making it her own.
Yeah, she is.
I suppose HK's got some warlock tendencies too, Pact of the Blade, because she can just, she's got a pocket dimension. I don't know, she's a multi-class hot mess.
Yeah,
That's
but her,
what she
her
is.
patron is her
5 classes.
family line.
HK is secretly absurd. Like one level in
Yes.
every class.
Yes.
HK is
Oh,
oops
God.
all classes.
Yeah. Yes.
Min-maxed a little
If it
too
was
hard.
Yeah.
If it was
Yeah.
a melee class, you might be able to argue like sorcerer for Glory, because like the source of power was inside of her the entire time. But
Mhm.
I was actually thinking
was
like
on the
sorcerer
inside.
for glory.
Yeah.
Like you want the power and none of
Sorcerer-
the restrictions? Sorcerer.
sorcerer, but like with the vibes for a barbarian or something.
A barbarian.
As fun as this question was, let us cast our minds back to a week ago. As, well,
Crow, we can hear you.
Elytra, HK, SP, and Glory, the 4 of you were entering the Shadow
up,
Gate,
Pam?
being a little upset about what HK had done. But before we kick this off properly, Thoth.
Crow, we can hear you fidgeting.
Damn it.
Stress ball.
Sabotage.
Sorry.
Get you a stressful.
My hands, there's just like objects on my desk, and my hands will just randomly select something when I'm not paying attention.
You select the
That's fair.
noisiest thing on your desk.
Get you
spin,
a fidget
it's
spinner that
spin.
clacks. Just to make it worse.
Okay. But yes, Thoth. It's been a few hours in real time, but for you, it's been like a day and a half.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
Now, thankfully, you're not getting hungry or thirsty. I don't know if you would necessarily notice that, because
Probably
time
not.
does not really progress here visually.
Yeah.
Like, it's just perpetual twilight here. But, yeah, you've had a day and a half just on the island of foxes with the foxes. In fact, I will probably mention that you probably watched the whole process of them filling in and repaving the crater that Triclops created when his eye got restored.
They're efficient.
I mean, it's their job to keep this place up to date.
Fair. Okay. But as
So,
for
what have you been doing?
As for what I've been doing, it's been probably a hot mess of like going back and forth between things. It's definitely spent many hours just pacing along the beach. Probably went into the library to try and read, but was too distracted to really comprehend anything, so I imagine it just became a mess of like books and scrolls before he went back to pacing. And like that happened a few times. I don't know if the foxes just stopped trying to clean up after him because he just kept making a mess and then
Oh no,
left
they are
it-
constantly cleaning up after you.
Oh, okay, great. He has not slept at all. He's been way too anxious about Manny, thinking about Manny and the gang and whatever the heck is happening outside. I think at one point he does, when he's just standing on the beach looking out at the lake or the ocean, whatever, the water.
It's ostensibly a lake, though.
Okay.
The far shore looks distant enough from every shore that it's like, probably couldn't get there without a boat.
Yeah. Looking out at the lake, probably reflecting a little bit on the night before and his kind of date with Kane. And just thinking about how it was nice to not have to worry about everything else and like forget all of the other problems for a little bit. I imagine at one point he probably mumbles to himself. He's just like, I want to see him. And then maybe it tries to illusion a version of Kane next to him, but gives up on that pretty soon because he's like, this is just too much. And just keeps cycling through those 3 different things for hours.
me a d6. Let's see where you're at when everyone arrives.
3.
All right, what was the second thing that you said? My ADHD brain has already dropped the thought.
Probably in the library, because started out pacing the beach, then library, and then back on the beach reflecting. So,
well, you probably hear like the familiar sound as the portal reopens someplace else in the real world, and everybody walks in. There's probably like a half dozen or so foxes that have just taken to like following you around. You probably got like a scroll, and one of them's holding the other end for you.
okay.
Remind me, were they able to reclaim the bandana, or is those just
No.
face out?
But I will say, if I hear this, considering HK had previously thrown Triclops and Proud in here, I'm going to tentatively peek around the corner of the library to see who the heck is here.
Your teammates probably looking... Well, how are the four of you looking currently?
Elytra is glaring at HK, expecting an answer right now.
HK is ignoring eye contact with Electra, avoiding that, and she's just kind of on a mission, walking towards where she last saw Thoth.
Hi, Lily.
And as soon as she gets in, she's gonna zoom off
Okay.
to where
You can't
she
do that.
assumes he'll be,
You're very cute.
which is either in the infirmary or the library.
It's not a very big island. It's easy to zoom all around it.
She zooms to go see him.
All right. SP, Glory?
Glory looks concerned and a bit hesitant.
Was there viscera when that man's eye exploded? Because I was at like ground zero of that. I might be gross.
Yeah.
There's probably been enough time to clean myself off, but like
It's a minimal
still
amount of viscera,
remnants.
there's
but like...
stains.
I will say
Hey.
the shield around his face probably would have prevented viscera, since the eye
Yeah.
kind of just plopped out of it.
Yeah.
But you might have blood on you from how hard we beat up Proud.
Splatters.
true.
Yeah, that too.
I would probably add to that Blur.
And-
Blur's got at least a little blood on her.
I was about to say,
Probably a little bit of Thoth's blood on his gloves from like poking around in the alleyway and picking
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
up for Elytra.
yeah, there's also that. I feel like Elytra is kind of eyeing the blood on both of you too, and just like there is
Look
like
at your toy, Lily.
concern in her eyes whenever she looks at that, but like, yeah.
She's
Reframes
staring at
that
me under my
shift
monitor.
that Gangbuster did
Hi.
not a few minutes ago, huh?
Yeah.
Two of you are blood splattered.
It's not my blood.
I ethically
That's
sourced
worse!
It's ethically sourced
ethically
blood.
sourced
Oh god. Does
It's
not
local.
make it better.
it. Laurie does not say that. That's just me being Batman.
I'll pet
But
you.
yeah.
Locally sourced, at least.
Thoth, you see your team walking in as that, and as a reminder, the only thing covering your face right now is the medical eye patch that the fox has hooked you up with. As a side note, that is not really, like, healed too much from your perspective. Like, it still feels very tender and raw.
I'm sure it will for a while, even after I get out of here.
True.
But probably as soon as I see them, I pull back into the library and just lean against the wall and close my eyes and let out a long breath.
And then HK.
Bzzum! As soon as you shut the door, it slams again. Hi.
Hey.
So, I'd asked Tabs for her to trust me, and now people have questions, and I did the best I could. I did okay lying to the cops. Not so great at convincing them not to Yeah. Anyways, so everybody's here. And then we're gonna have a team meeting. And I think HK is gonna like power like magical girl off. And she's gonna say
You literally see your uniform appear on a rack next to you.
Wait, in the library?
Yeah, the library is shared with the armory. Like, it's the
Oh,
same building.
okay. I thought they were different
Mhm.
buildings. Okay.
If you would like to keep your face anonymous, we're gonna have to be creative and quick.
How much do they know?
Nothing. I just asked them to trust me on blind faith. And
In regards to that, the three of you still don't know why you are here, and HK has just... Zoop!
XP
somebody
has never been here
Electra's
before.
very pissed at me,
Oh.
so
Larry's probably giving him a quiet explanation of what's going on.
He's not
feel
paying
like-
attention. If there's
Silence.
foxes,
Yeah.
he's like trying to beckon them over with donuts to pet them.
I
Oh,
was
they
about
are.
to say.
They are very interested in the donuts.
you're
Hell
not
yes.
you're not god
Electra
associated. They
has-
don't have a problem with you.
Probably gone to the temple to leave an offering just because it's habit at this point.
I will say that Gloria will probably suggest that to SP since there are donuts. He explicitly.
Actively
to the
feeding
foxes as
them
an
to the
offering.
foxes already. Do I put them in the offering thing, or do I just
There's
Keep
an altar.
giving them-
I mean, you can give them to a fox too. Just specify.
just breaking them up and giving them to foxes?
Does that count?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. That one stole a lot from me that one time, so.
Side
Who
note,
knows?
it's back, Elytra, and still
Yep.
following you.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
If
No,
they'll let
it-
him pet them, he will 100% just lay in the grass and pet these foxes and feed them donuts.
He's so happy.
I love this mental image.
Yes.
He has reached his nirvana. He's like, yes. Look at the cute
Elytra
puppers.
will have an extra snack for that fox because she knows it follows her.
I think Gloria probably takes a picture of SP just being mobbed by foxes because she
That's
thinks it's
adorable.
cute.
It is
He,
adorable.
he is just like surrounded by foxes.
Just on the ground. It's like those videos of people who are like in a room full of puppies or kittens, except it's foxes and they want the donuts.
Mhm.
Hmm.
There's definitely one that's like hopped up onto his shoulder and is like trying to balance on his arm to snag a full donut.
Well, isn't he lying down?
Yeah, he is lying down.
There's definitely some rifling of your pockets, SP.
I don't think he has anything in his pockets. His phone.
It gets eaten by a fox.
Oh no, not
They're smart enough to
again.
not eat the phone,
Not
but
again.
Yeah, he's gonna be so mad at us.
Lint, some
flavored.
change, maybe.
it definitely gets thoroughly sniffed. But yeah, the three
So
of them
HK
are
is gonna.
waiting in the yard for Thoth and HK here.
You're already down a shirt. Do you need something for your face? Because I could turn this shirt into a crop top.
I don't know if it's gonna make much of a difference anymore. It's
Up
just
to you.
let's just get this over with.
Okay. Do you need help?
I'm
How
walking.
are you doing?
No, I'm.
Well, you almost got split in half, so yeah.
I've been walking around plenty, so I can do this.
HK will lead the way.
Thoth will follow and probably shove his hands into his jacket pockets.
Jacket, no shirt.
The jacket is zipped
Eye
up.
patch.
Okay.
The jacket is
Okay,
zipped
so it's
up.
not just like open over
Nope.
his like stitched up chest.
I mean, you can see.
Oh yeah,
You can see
You can
he's
see where it
been cut.
disappears under the collar.
It's not just like, but it's not like full.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, HK walks out of the library stroke armory with Well, I mean, I leave it up to the three of you how much you would recognize Thoth Sans costume. And plus eye patch.
I'll roll a die for whether Glory has to rely on the jacket or not.
I mean, it's
I will
not my
too.
Thoth jacket.
not-
It's just a black zip-up jacket.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not my. No,
Yep.
I have nothing of my costume on.
In that case, I'll roll a dice. Evens, she can tell. Odds, she can't.
I'm gonna do the same.
Same.
You hear Glory just say, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Who's
Elytra
that?
Great
doesn't
Greek
say
demigod
anything.
invoking Jesus Christ in Island to Inari. I feel like we
Yes.
just hit like a jackpot.
As
or
the
something.
And then
Daughter
as we
of a
saying,
god.
who's that?
That isn't Jesus Christ.
Does he recognize the
There-
jacket?
There
he
is
does.
a
I'm not wearing my Thoth
cursing
jacket. It's just a plain
Oh,
hoodie.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
under Elytra's breath, but it's not at the same. It takes her a little longer than Glory because she's used to using her bugs to figure out people. And she has no bugs here. Really.
Other than
I
what
don't
you're
The
know.
with
one
you.
loner.
I think there might be a firefly.
There's probably a firefly, but
The
she's
single
not.
firefly is sitting on her
She's
forehead.
not invoking that right now.
Then what'd you get, SP?
I got odd. I don't recognize the. I don't know who this man is.
He knows nothing
If he
again.
was, I rolled to see if he was. If Thoth had been wearing a jacket, would I recognize the jacket? But he doesn't have the jacket on.
This is
But yes, SP would have recognized the jacket and been like, "Who's this man in Thoth's jacket?" But instead, it's just like, "Who is that?"
Wow, who has a
Perfect
jacket
himbo.
that matches Thoth's?
Yeah.
I found your
Adore
twin.
himbo. He's just rolling
Alright.
around with the foxes, like, who's that dude?
Oh, yeah, he's still on the
From-
ground, isn't he?
Yeah.
From here, this is pretty much your guys' scene. Just let me know if you want to interact with the foxes. I'm going to briefly step away because I haven't had dinner, so I'm going to go grab a quesadilla, but I will be listening. The floor is y'all's.
The foxes find a quesadilla.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my pocket quesadilla.
That was in there.
HK,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna need to start explaining this very quickly. I'm not the person here most pissed off at you. But what the fuck?
So I was not the only person in the alley. Besides, what's his face? The one that
We know that.
swallows the things.
Yeah, we know that.
We found that guy.
I should probably. I'm guessing I should probably dispose of these blood samples that I collected.
Yeah, that would be
Um,
ideal.
So, pointers for if you want to fly effectively in the future. There's no blood on any of the blades from the drone, and without a pipe jammed in it. So,
SP produces the pipe.
jammed katana into drone, blade of drone hit HK. None of that's true.
No.
Okay.
He
Why?
put pipe in drone. Drone crash. I almost get hit with drone. Summon rainbow kitsune armor and cut him from eye to hip. With the armor. I don't know. This is a new power. I didn't realize that it was capable of cutting people.
I think the other pertinent question is why, and she looks to Thoth for this, were you there for her to cut? You said you were working tonight. And Glory has other information, but she's holding that back for the moment.
In a sense, I was. Just not my usual jobs.
Do you recall when I first came on the scene and there was a child that was making bullet noises and explosion sounds from its mouth?
I recall you saying there were things that were not actually there. That's kind of a dead giveaway for one person's powers here.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
So, when he was cut in the alleyway, I might have asked him what the hell he was doing there, and then recognized a voice that I knew, and knew I had to open the gate and get him out.
I was really, really hoping both of you would tell me something different.
I could lie if you'd like, but
Please
I
don't.
don't feel like that would be helpful to the situation. My priority at the time was to make sure that he didn't die.
Good priority.
Thank you.
Fair priority. But why, when you contacted the team, did you lie to them and tell them a different situation? Whereas if you had been honest in some respects, they could have helped to prevent further situations from escalating,
There was no
Like-
time.
such as the police and the bleach. Which
There
reflect-
was no time. Gangbuster was there when I came back. There was no letting them know. They showed up in the alleyway, and Gangbuster was there. I don't know Gangbuster. It wasn't a risk. It wasn't my risk to take.
Why'd you call us to the location in the first place?
I called you before this happened, and then you were there. There was no time and no opportunities. I made the best calls that I could, and I'm sorry.
I take it you were unable to reopen the gate somewhere that wasn't the alley.
Well, there was a gate in the alley.
There was no time. By the time you were arriving, I didn't have time to go anywhere else, even as fast as I am.
I thought you could change where the gate would let you out.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I can. Unfortunately, I was low on snacks because when I grabbed Cage Match, I emergency dumped all my fanny pack snacks out for the foxes so that they would dump us at the jail. That's a whole other story, but he had butted me into a different dimension, then I pulled us into the gate, and then annoyed him until he let me go. And I said he could just go, but I was lying. Hopefully you're not mad about that lie, because I dropped him right in the police station.
I don't give a shit.
Okay,
That's
because that was the only way he was going to let me out of his weird fucking dimension that he had me trapped in.
I don't think that's relevant,
No.
HK.
Anyways, that's why I can't move the gate, or I couldn't move the gate as easily, because I was out of snacks.
Are they powered by snacks?
You need to make an offering to a Nari who enjoys snacks to move the gate around.
Did you have to
Good
offer
to
all
know.
your things at once?
there was not a ton of time. I was trying to make it back to you guys. I was worried because Triclops is dangerous, and you guys were fine, but there was still somebody at large who was holding a bunch of robots, apparently. So I had to make a lot of quick decisions very quickly, and dumping my snacks, in hindsight, sucked. But I was doing what I could with what I had. I just...
Bit of a comedy of errors here.
Little bit. If that isn't the fucking story of my life. But I didn't anticipate finding Thoth in that alley.
Fair enough.
I maybe had struck the man holding all the robots, so he threw them up. And then all of a sudden a drone came. Apparently he had already called for a drone, and yeah.
Did Elytra share her results on like the welding that was used to erase the serial number?
She, I don't know if she would have shared it with the cops because
Or with the team.
I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't think we've really had a private moment to share that. So
fair enough.
But she'll mention the drone was altered in a very sophisticated way, and the serial numbers were completely
I'm not
welded
entirely
off.
surprised based on what they were stealing. I just know that I had apprehended him. He had thrown up and then all of a sudden the drone came, and then out of nowhere, Thoth came with a pipe and destroyed the drone. And then panic, I guess I called my armor, and here we are.
And your armor cut him.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Glory kind of looks at Thoth and just the massive cut going across his right eye and down his chest. Your armor did that.
Yeah.
It's armor.
Sharp armor, I guess.
It's a magical...
Actually, I don't know if Glory's actually seen it yet, to be honest.
It's magical rainbow fox armor from a god. So I don't... Unfortunately, this is new territory for me.
I think the god stuff is new territory for pretty much all of us.
Yeah.
How are you doing? She asks Thoth. That looks painful.
At this point, kind of just a dull throb.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to help with it?
I don't think so.
All right. How far back does this kind of job go? And don't tell me it was just tonight. I had a vision of where you were going or needed to go. back in Undertown. And I saw Triclops' face.
Triclops specifically, this was the first time. There have been others.
Mainly theft, or worse.
Mostly thefts.
Why?
Will anything I say actually make a difference, or have you already made up your mind?
If you're doing it because you get off on hurting people, it makes a difference to me.
Both will look at Elytra and SP to see their reactions.
Elytra is nodding along with Glory and says, it is about the motivation behind why you're doing it more so than anything else.
More eloquently than I could have put it.
You could have, I guess, a good motivation for doing it. Like you're just trying to minimize damage. It's not a great motivation, but like,
It's about money. It's understandable.
yeah,
But we can find a
criminals are
different
gonna
way.
criminal no matter what.
Is Thoth trying to pick emotional vibes up off of people right now?
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hey, even though things are tense right now, he
Boundaries.
doesn't. He
Boundaries.
respects your boundaries. He's not gonna snoop on your emotions. It's about money in a sense. Also, a friend of mine.
Friend?
He's he feels like getting involved with the gangs is the only means of survival.
Risky. Understandable, though.
Poverty
Times
and
are tough.
desperation. They'll push you to do things. Poverty and desperation will push you to do things that most people might not consider needing to do for survival.
I can't judge anyone for doing what they felt was necessary.
Plus, those gangs make it really enticing when you first start.
Mm-hmm.
We're left with a question, though. Where to go from here with this?
That's why you guys are here. Well, that and I have to explain some shit to the Dabs. Because I needed to ask her to trust me and you all to trust me. So I didn't feel like I could keep it a secret anymore. If you've all been drugging, I made the call to cover it up. I didn't have a lot of time to make decisions.
I can't speak for anyone else, but I can't blame you for that. I probably would have made the same choice until I could know more about the situation.
That's why I pulled him into the gate so that we could slow time down and I could get some more information.
How long have you been here? This time moves pretty fast in here, doesn't it?
In like a day and a half for me.
It's been like a couple hours for us, right?
Yeah.
Like we had to wait for processing and everything. Yeah.
It was about buying time. That's why the gate was there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing.
I can't blame you for your initial reaction. Yeah, I think you could have sent the team a message as soon as you were out of the gate via private channels, but saving a teammate does take precedence.
That was my first priority in opening the gate, as I needed to buy time. He couldn't just run off half cut.
It's not like that.
No, he needed medical attention.
Did you stitch him up?
No. There is a silver fox in the infirmary that is really good with needles.
A fox stitched you up?
And
Is there a
possibly is
silver
annoyed with
fox
me.
near SP?
Yep.
He'll be
They're
like,
munching
was
on a
it
bit of donut."
you? Are you so good at stitching people?
That one that one
Just
is
the tone
probably
break.
upset with me because got done stitching the oath and then I cut myself.
Well, that's how you got that.
Give it an extra piece of donut.
That was I knew that Thoth lost a lot of blood in the alley and I needed to make it look legit for when the authorities came.
Did the police have your blood on file somewhere? She says with oath.
Would I know that, girl?
Probably not in specific, but as far as you can think of, probably no. Because unless you're thinking otherwise, I don't think you would have ever been in, like, a serious fight like that, where your blood would have been splattered on a wall.
Yeah, okay. Not that I know of.
We weren't there when she poured bleach all over the crime scene, right? We were already gone.
We heard it over
We heard it over the comms.
We heard that they
comms.
smelled bleach
Yeah.
over the comms.
Well,
If they don't have your blood on record, the bleach was a little overkill.
Yeah, and all the samples they have were probably ruined, or could take.
Sometimes the best way to not raise suspicion is to not get anywhere near the topic in the first place. So there's blood. They can't connect it to somebody. Maybe it was there before you got there.
It was still
Even
wet,
if it was
but-
fresh.
San Sebastian, weird shit happens all the time.
They don't know what Guts did before you caught up to him.
He could have
And
eaten
they
somebody.
probably assume he's lying, even if he says that nothing happened.
I don't know. I just it wasn't gonna come back as my blood.
Oh, with the bleach or
Mm-hmm.
Well, I said it was my blood on the pavement, and it was
They-
not. If it was tested, it was not going to be my blood.
Did they have your blood?
I get what you're
Yeah.
going for, but
Well, I have been to.
who would have showed up and poured bleach on it in that small time frame?
Mhm.
Oh, the cops caught me pouring bleach on.
What?
Yeah.
yeah.
They said it
Yes,
over the
they did.
radio.
Wait, did we catch that part over the radio?
Yes, we
They
heard
said
it.
there was-
okay.
Electra reacted.
No,
to
they
it.
they saw me doing it.
Yeah.
She'd be like, God. So you poured bleach on it, even though you probably heard them coming.
I was trying to get it done beforehand, but got caught in the act. I do think I played that off effectively, though.
We did hear what happened over the radio. Yes,
Yes, we did.
Mhm.
that's.
They just thought I
Sure.
was stupid.
Let's go with that.
Go. It is a problem, though. Going forward, we should not be relying on luck and people making exceptions for us to get away with things.
I had to weigh the risks and benefits, and I had to do it. I get where you're coming from.
Just optimally, let's not end up in this particular situation again.
Yeah.
But let's
Preferably.
also not go with this particular solution again.
Sure.
How attached are you to the crime thing? Who says to Thoth? We can find a way to get your friend out of it. Would that get rid of the problem, or do more things need to happen to keep him afloat? And is this even a path you want to pursue? Do you want to
Be a super ganger.
I would prefer not to see my friend get himself killed by being involved in a gang.
So if we were able to get him uninvolved in a gang, would you have a reason to keep doing this? Yes, do you want to get him out? And if you do you want our help?
I want to get him out, but he doesn't know I'm a hero.
Situation seems like it'd be a lot more complicated if you did.
He actually doesn't know I have powers.
That was going to be my next question.
Wait, what?
Is there a particular reason for that?
Is he stupid?
Oh.
I mean, I haven't really been extensively using my powers around him.
What, he just thought that a kid magically you just made that appear and then made him shoot bullets out of it, pretend bullets out of his mouth.
That
your friend doesn't
last-
think that that's a
That
power?
last part was not intentional.
But still, that how does he think? Does he think you have holograms? What does he think this is? Because it screams powers to me,
Yeah,
but I guess.
Technology tricks.
I feel like with that kind of tech,
Sleight
you could
of
be making
hand.
the sort of money you don't need to be
Yeah,
working
you could have just
strict
done
Yeah.
that
jobs
tech.
all the time.
Yeah.
So the answer to is he stupid is possibly a little.
Just low
More
perception.
than a little, I
Yeah.
would say, but
How in depth is this friend with the super gangs? How much work will it be to pull him out? What level of escapade to get him out will this take?
Actually,
HK's
why
like
is he
just
involved in
like
the
feeling.
first place? When SP and I were fighting the gang members, they said something about him being a fucking normie. If your friend doesn't know you have powers, does he have powers?
Mm,
Then how the fuck's he involved with these people?
I mean, on some level, plenty of gangs want gophers that they can just take advantage of, right?
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
There's some
So,
weird eugenics bullshit going around with their stance on powers, though.
yeah. Just. Mm, mm, I. Mm. HK looks very conflicted with herself. So your friend was supposed to meet you where, those?
he was headed back to the gang's base of operations.
Oh,
So
fuck.
I think the answer to that is it depends on whether Buster let him go or if he got nabbed with everybody else.
I
What?
suspect that's very much the answer.
I'm sorry.
Thoth starts walking towards the gate.
HK, do you want to
You-
do me a favor
Time
and
moves
just
faster in here. There's no reason
Yeah.
to go half-cocked.
And how long ago was this?
Couple hours,
Couple hours real
If
time.
that.
Taking
maybe an
5 or
hour.
10 minutes to talk it through in here is going to make like 2
Yes.
seconds pass out there. So we should calm
Gangbusters
down
also
and figure
in the
out a plan
process of
first.
trying to get everybody out.
yes.
also
And
true.
he's not happy with us right now
Oh, he doesn't like us.
because he thinks
It's
we're
my
stupid.
fault.
Violent.
I think he thinks we're
and
violent.
No, he
bad.
thinks I'm stupid. He
And
thinks
the
you're
rest of us are violent.
Mhm.
Oh, he might
He's
think
not
I'm
necessarily
violent
wrong.
too.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did not commit any unnecessary violence except for maybe kicking Triclops in the butt when I put him in here.
I'm just kind of imagining the silver fox like slow panning over to Thoth.
I was about to say, Elytra kind of like side eyes looking at Thoth real quick, like,
So if he got booked and gets time, it will be significantly harder to get him out of the super gangs.
But there's a solid chance that Gangbuster let him go. He asked us to make sure that they didn't book any of the kids if we could. We didn't entirely manage that, but there's a chance.
Kids?
Wait, sorry, what?
You said kids?
He calls people this age kids, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know if he would consider me or
Are
your friend a kid.
we
How
talking
old
like
is
actually
your
under
friend?
18 as kids or just anyone younger than him?
I don't know. Gangbusters like 50 or so.
I got the impression he would probably be going by visual. Because, like, what's he gonna do? Age check everybody before he decides if he lets them go or not?
Maybe carbon dating bones is from expiry
No.
vision is one of his
I
powers.
Don't think
no.
so.
No.
Bro writes that down as a power that exists in the city somewhere.
Yes. Brilliant. It's a useless power. All they can do is tell your age.
Great for someone in forensics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would
that's
be actually.
What's
So
forensics?
I don't know that there's anything we can do on that front if he was begged though.
You could potentially, in a round, ask Tabs to intervene in a roundabout way that may help a few of the other non-powered super gangers that got booked above the age of 18, but
Other than bailing him out. which is going
Yeah,
to put
I
a
mean-
connection between you and him.
Couldn't we make it anonymous? You can donate anonymously to a bail fund.
I'd have somebody else go bail him out for us.
Or we could just send
think
the
it's
bail
more-
anonymously.
We could do that too. Whatever.
We need to determine if he was booked in the first place, though. A criminal
Yeah.
record's usually a good way to stay a criminal. People
Mhm.
won't hire you
And-
if you got like a felony charge, for instance.
Mhm.
Well, he can take first offenders like I did, but
If it's offered.
I will
it
note, Thoth, you would probably know, Manny has not been, like, in prison.
Okay.
He has been booked in the past.
Okay.
but if it's more than once, there's less of a chance that they'll go lenient on him. I got lenience because I was a hero. And also because my family's well known. And I've never been in trouble with the law before. That's all I can speak to that. But I mean, there's only so much we can do. If he wasn't booked, we have a better chance of getting him out. But if he was booked, it's not smart for any of us to put ourselves in a position where we're going to bail him out. Enough stuff has been suspicious about how things went down tonight. We would have to have a third party go and do it. Through the bail fund anonymously or whatever, and then
It's
figure
like
out legal stuff, but yeah.
this conversation is probably moot until we figure out whether or not it's even an issue.
Well, we would have to ask Tabs. Tabs is our best chance of figuring out if he was booked.
Well, we'll have a chance right after this because we're going to
Yeah.
listen to a team meeting.
That we are.
Yeah.
HK is just gonna speed off to the temple and drop a bunch of her snacks that she purchased on the offering pole so that they can open the gate again out into the manor.
Do.
And then she'll race back. So what do we do from here?
We come up with a plan for situations where communication isn't for whatever reason, it's compromised. And that can be done at the team meeting. A safe word, a code word, something just
Okay.
that can be dropped so the team knows that something's going on that needs to be handled. HK, the police noticed your gate.
Yeah.
It might be something to be aware of going forward. In regards to its presence at scenes. I understand why it was there this time, but you do not want yourself being connected back to this as a potential issue.
I don't think they know how the gate works. I do believe that I did say that it was god shit to the cops.
I don't think they have to know how the gate works to make assumptions about how it works.
I mean,
And you can-
they saw me bringing dudes in and out from the gate. I think that oh yeah, because I opened the gate into the police station.
Oh,
That's how Cage Match got into jail.
So
He
they
walked
have
from the
a
gate.
theoretical idea of how the gate works.
They do have a
and
theoretical idea of how the gate works.
It just something to be aware of at future scenes.
I don't think they know that that it closes if I'm not in there or nobody's in there, but
It's more about
plausible
the
deniability.
connections.
They can just say it's my choice whether it's closed or open.
It's more about the ability to connect you to various things that may or may not cause an issue for you moving forward.
Well,
Once people have
hopefully
made their mind up about something, it's hard to convince them otherwise, even with compelling evidence.
Yeah.
that's kind of a later problem, honestly. I don't think that they're going to. Whether or not I look competent was kind of secondary.
It's not about if you look competent, it's about the assumptions they make. And yes, it is a conversation about later problems. We're going into one of those immediately after this. We need to have these discussions about how we can not appear like we are all a bunch of criminals.
Well, I will use the gate less next time.
Maybe more judiciously.
Sure. In this case, I didn't have a ton of choices because
We
I recognize
understand
that.
that.
And if I were you in the same situation, I can't honestly say I would have made different choices. I just want us to be on the same page about the ramifications of the choices. Because maybe this is a surprise to you, but I don't want to see you get hurt or go to jail.
Are you talking to me or both?
Yes.
I am trying really hard not to go to jail.
I
The
appreciate
problem
that.
is, aside from
Again.
Glory, for the most part, a lot of us have an image problem that can be very easily shaped into making us look like villains.
Put me on a timer for that one. I've got one that's not public yet.
Okay, so that
I'm
applies
just on
to
the
the
list.
the entire team
I was born
has
on
an
the
issue.
list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. And
And
that is the other reason that I felt like I couldn't just turn him in for lots of reasons, but
I understand why you did what you did. It's just going forward, being aware of the ramifications of how everything turned out in regards to the whole situation. This isn't just on you. We're probably going to run into a very large image issue as a fallout of this situation.
And there are many other factors that'll contribute to that not going away anytime soon. We're very sus.
it is what it is. My image was already ruined a while ago, so
The problem
There-
is when the image gets in the way of us protecting people because they do not trust us to do so.
Or if somebody gets some chip on the shoulder about you and tries to send you to jail.
I can't predict the future. I can't say what's going to happen. I'm just trying to do the best I can.
I know. Unless somebody is going to disagree, and if you want to do that, say so now. But it seems like this is all pretty ride or die at this point. I'd prefer not to have to stab somebody for any of you, but I would.
Yeah.
So, we're still a team, yeah?
Yeah. We're still a team.
And we protect each other.
Yeah.
Even when some decisions were not the best.
Yep.
Yes.
Putting a carve out in that, because I've made some shitty decisions in my life, so if you decide to change that at any point, let me know before you turn me into the police.
I feel like all of us have enough shit on each other that if one person turns someone into the police, everyone's going down. So,
Being aware of a crime is not actually a crime.
Depends on the crime.
Yeah.
necessarily legally you cannot be charged for not reporting a crime necessarily.
Depends.
Depends on what you're not reporting.
And what the crime is. If you knew a crime is, yeah. I think that's semantics right now. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm glad that we have come to that decision. Also, I guess maybe we need to be a little more honest and upfront with each other about things that might potentially impact all of us. If that, I mean, I want us to be able to keep our private lives. Well, I don't really have I don't have the whole dual identity thing, so I will acknowledge that that is both a curse and a blessing. It means that I don't have to lie as much about things or keep as many secrets. And we also have to weigh in if there is potential risk around secrets, do we need to be telling each other about it? If we're going to be this closely connected, there is backlash if any of us have anything. And I mean, I will stand with any of you and protect any of you, but I don't know, there's a level of needing to be upfront about things that may negatively impact others.
I'll meet you halfway. I've committed what would more or less be considered a felony. If that ever comes to light, we're all in trouble.
Oh.
I'm not comfortable talking about it right now.
Okay.
If that's a problem, then I can walk.
I don't need you to walk. How likely is it that it would come to light?
With my luck, who knows?
What are are there potential risks of it coming to light? Like,
I mean, Tabs hasn't said shit by now. Probably not on that front.
Okay.
But who knows?
We'll all go down?
You could
I'm
probably
guessing
play it off
wouldn't look
by
good that we were partied or in a team with you.
half the reason I'm
I
not
mean,
telling
it doesn't
you what
look
it is
good. You
because
guys
of
are in a
that.
team with me, so
I mean, I'm
You
already
didn't do
a
anything
felon.
wrong.
yeah,
I'm-
but like, he just gestures to himself.
Well, I'm already convicted felon. Well, I guess first offender, but
The kind of thing I did, there's no real first offender for. Best case scenario, it's probably like a Moonlighter situation. Power suppression collar.
okay.
I would say,
Quite frankly, I am not going to let things get that far because I will kill myself first.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, that's.
Let's not. No.
I would say, for now, disclose what you will about any secrets. If it becomes an issue that would or can affect the team to a drastic level or escalates in any way, inform the team as soon as possible about the relevant factors so a plan can be put in place to mediate
to the
the
island.
fallout. Yeah, come up with a further plan to mediate the fallout, yes.
I can live with that.
I don't really do anything without the media finding out somehow, so
I'm
hopefully
as-
this one thing.
Let's hope.
I miss my grandma at times like these. I could use a little luck.
You want the coin she gave me?
No. I could go rub her weapon for good luck before we leave.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. My outfit's over there.
If it's sharp, please don't cut yourself.
Again.
I mean the handle. I'll
Okay.
rub the handle for good luck. Not
That
the
fox
blade.
that is glaring at you right now probably would not like that.
The fox that's glaring at me is pissed at me for many reasons. That one was mad because it got done stitching up the oath, and then I cut myself, and then more stitches.
It is glaring at you, but it's still got like a little bit of donut in its mouth, so
So
harder to take
it's
seriously at the
not that
moment.
Undercuts the
angry.
effect a little.
Yes.
We should give the foxes coffee sometime.
No, please stop.
Fast fox go faster. Yeah, so I don't have anything else that I need to talk about if we want to go meet Tabs.
If we do, I do think we should either find a means of secretly getting Thoth there, or get him a new mask.
We're just gonna take the gate straight into the manor.
That works.
That helps.
That works.
Yeah.
We should probably get some clothes for Thoth. I assume you don't have anything other than what you're wearing right now.
No.
I can have a package delivered pretty ASAP as soon as we're out of the gate.
And this is experimental, but apparently have enough healing stuff somewhere in me that I was accidentally able to turn an eyeball back on. So if you want,
Yeah, no, I know. There's a crater. There was a crater. The
The
foxes seem to
foxes
have filled
fixed
in the crater.
that was Triclops.
Yeah. I
I'm
can't
so
lift
sorry.
two giant ass dudes by myself.
Shit, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I thought his eyes were done.
I
So
did too.
I kicked him in here, and apparently he was yelling lewd names at me. I don't know. I left him and I got the
Should
tall
have left him
guy.
blind. Ugh.
Then I got the tall guy. It's fine. I dropped them off at the police station and had suppression stuff put on them or whatever. But so the gate was handy for that. However, I didn't realize that he was not blind, and he did cause a little bit of mayhem. The foxes appear to have dealt with it, so
What I was
sorry,
going for
Inari.
is if you're on board for experimental treatment and the scar is going to be a risk, let me know.
You can, if you want to try to heal mine, you can. I don't care either way. If you want to experiment with your healing powers, but if Thoth wants it, obviously heal Thoth first. I don't care if I have a scar on my arm.
I mean, I feel like there's less to mess up with a scar on your arm than with.
That's true if you want to practice
All
on my
that.
arm before you attempt
for an
Actually,
eyeball.
that's
his eyeball.
might be worth a test run. Can it work in here, given the.
I don't know.
Yeah. Actually, would it be offensive to Inari?
Ask the foxes and see their reaction.
She looks at the foxes expecting absolutely nothing. She's like,
Our
They're still kind of
alternate-
giving you like your little perimeter. When this is brought up, though, the silver fox just kind of look over to you, and not disapprovingly, but just sort of like squint at you, just like,
I
He's
will say to the
scratching it.
foxes, you didn't explode when you touched me.
One of the smaller and seemingly younger ones breaks the perimeter and like slowly starts approaching Glory.
Glory will crouch down
Elytra
and
will
like hold out a hand to sniff.
will also like make direct eye contact with anyone that she has interacted with, and she'll be like, or me. And you know how many snacks you've gotten from me.
Did they all not like you immediately? Because they love me.
No,
They
Yeah,
do
you
not
don't have
enjoy
God
me.
affiliation.
they
Oh,
they
yeah,
didn't
that'll do it.
they didn't know I
Yeah,
had God
We're
affiliation.
non-denominational here.
You have God affiliation? What?
What?
This like Prometheus's bullshit or something
Yeah, I
else?
just assumed Prometheus is bullshit. It's God
I don't
affiliation.
Wait,
I-
he isn't related to you, is he?
I don't fucking know.
Jesus.
Terrifying.
I
I'm
don't
not
need
related to
another
any gods to my
creepy
knowledge, but
We should start keeping
Inari.
birds.
You are
I've
related
chosen.
to Inari.
Technically, I
line
don't
is
think we're blood
technically-
related.
Isn't your line supposed to be descended from Inari?
Oh, maybe. That's true. You know what? Inari's a pretty chill god to be associated with, though.
I am
For the
considering
record.
keeping birds, for the record.
Mm. In the
Little
manor?
fox like licks the tip of your finger, Glory. There's not an explosion. There is like a little bit of a static like zzz, between the two of you.
Okay.
Which just caused hackles to raise and it to skitter back to the perimeter.
Oh.
Probably a bad idea to try it in here then.
Manor, then.
Also, I'm sorry, your fox. I'm sorry for being here. Just, yeah.
Fine. Like I said, Inari's a pretty chill god as far as gods go.
It might not be
Inari
about
likes
an being chill. It
snacks.
might just be more of a oil and water situation by fundamental nature.
I think so.
If there's any pantheon that is not chill, it is the Greek pantheon.
Yes.
That is true.
true. Shinto gods are significantly more chill. Besides that one incident.
Oh well. Yeah, I can't control how I was born, but when did that ever matter?
I feel ya.
Before we go into this meeting with Tabs, is there anything else we need to cover?
Dallas, do you have anything that you want to bring up?
Nope.
Electra?
You all know my big dark secret. You found it out when I found it out, so. Or, no. Yeah, when he came back, basically.
As plot twist? SP?
Laura just points at the half mask.
Yeah.
Well, we know that secret.
Well, that's been. I mean, that's just. That's. I'm doing that for like a week now. Weeks now.
All right, well, I guess we can go.
All right. As you all are exiting the gate, the camera pans back to Precinct 101's plaza. The gate winks out there as you move it. And in the bushes, something moves.
Fuck.
It's your stalker.
I know, I threw a rock at it.
A
Them.
small, leafy creature.
Oh.
Eyes like dewdrops. Creeps out.
Are the druids stalking us?
God damn it. Add it to my stalker list.
What? We've got a string board and it's just stalkers.
Yes.
HK's got a stalker board now.
It looks back and forth, skitters through the door into Precinct 101.
Mm.
As the door closes behind it, we'll go ahead and take a break.
All right. Back here in 10 minutes.
Mhm.
10
Yeah.
is so good.
Okay, we're back.
Welcome back, everyone. So, Misfits, you exit the gate into the manor. And you probably immediately have an idea that this is about to be a serious discussion, because there is someone else there.
Fuck my life.
Elytra, you remember that like body drone that Tabs used to check on you?
Mm-hmm.
It's another one of those.
Fuck.
For a second, I thought you meant somebody other than Tabs, and I was
Yeah, I was
what?
about to be like,
I was like, oh no.
Like, Tabs called my
it is
mom.
Tabs,
This is
but-
better than the worst case
Yeah.
scenario I thought you meant.
But
Mhm.
Tabs showing up, like, quote-unquote, in the flesh? Oh boy.
Crow, stress ball.
I
Damn it.
assume we're in like the living room area sort of thing.
I suppose it's up to HK, she's the one who made the offering.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
We
You
are
show
in
up in, like,
living room.
the main room, and
Mhm.
Tabs is standing there, probably back to you, looking at the wheel on the wall.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Well, fuck.
It's not that bad of a wheel right now.
It's
though.
very tame.
well.
True.
I have to open Chrome. Well, let's see if this crashes
But
my
it's-
computer.
But it's also just a very strange sight in general.
Is there a rule about sitting on the stuff while in costume, or does HK not care?
What? I don't.
Is
care.
there a rule about like sitting on stuff when in costume, or does HK not care?
I don't care.
Glory will take a seat on the couch because they're probably going to be here for a minute.
Yeah.
Tabs rotates her faceplate to look to all of you. The same, like, calm teal color. Welcome home, Misfits.
Hey, Tabs.
I feel like Elytra shrinks slightly.
I believe we need to have a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Given you are emerging from your portal, I am not certain entirely how much time has passed. Have you all spoken with each other already?
We've had a basic conversation about about the most notable event that took place. And briefly discussed the implications of some of the other ones.
I see. In regards to that, and like a little plate in her chassis like opens up, and she pulls out a shirt and a bandana still wrapped in plastic and hands it to Thoth.
I take
I
them.
believe you will be needing these.
Huh?
Thanks.
You are welcome. Now. And she, like, sits, but, like, it's just a hologram that projects because the chassis can just, like, take basically any position, so she's just, like, sitting on a light chair. I have given the five of you great freedom when it comes to your actions as heroes.
We
I-
appreciate that.
As a rule, do not interfere in personal lives unless I am requested.
Mm-hmm.
I fear that as of this night, this freedom has become a hazard. I do not wish to have control over the 5 of you. I do not believe that would be beneficial to our relationship, your personal developments, or indeed to the city. But tonight was a near complete disaster. So, I believe we need to have a talk. We must keep this from happening in the future. Among the Ultras, even if such details do not wish to be shared, the team is completely forthright in regards to their personal lives, so as to better coordinate.
Tabs, we have been honest with any potential dangers that may come up regarding the personal lives, but, and this took place in the dimensional realm, but it was to a point that everyone was comfortable and everyone has agreed to share relevant information as it is needed to prevent violations of personal privacy and boundaries.
I understand the compulsion to keep your privacy, and under most circumstances, it is allowable. I will not force any of you to disclose your personal secrets. But I do warn you, there is extensive history within the heroes of San Sebastián of such secrets becoming liabilities. As you all have experienced this evening. I know there is an impulse to keep your secrets, but even if it causes you discomfort, I would suggest strongly reconsidering how much this secret is worth to you. How much this secret is worth potentially causing harm to your teammates. You do not need to disclose anything now. I simply ask that you think on it.
Okay, Tabs, I'll tell you my secret. I had a goth phase when we were at the zoo.
I am
And
aware.
also
That's-
last night.
Not
Not
what she
Oh,
meant.
No.
Sorry, I don't really have that many secrets because
I am aware.
thanks.
In regards to your actions this evening, Heavenly, Katana, there was a report filed by NTAC Officer O'Brien.
Uh-huh.
An excusal has been made. However, Your pay will be deducted.
Okay. That's fair.
Sorry, the dog just busted down my door and then walked away. I have no clue what that was about.
He wanted to make
It's a
sure you were
warning.
there.
Yeah.
Well, you're not allowed to keep doors shut.
Doors
in his
cannot
house.
be closed.
Yeah.
His house, his
Illegal.
rules.
Have you
Honestly.
ever had an animal?
Your tampering with a crime scene to protect your teammate is, in some ways, admirable. However,
Some
it
ways.
did cause increased scrutiny.
Uh-huh. I never have claimed to be smart. Just fast.
Incorrect. You have claimed on social media to be a,
God damn
quote, freaking genius.
That's contextual, and I'm pretty sure that's not what she meant.
Yeah.
Understood.
Thanks, SP. You are correct. I might have panicked a little. A lot. But it's sort of my fault that the blood was in the alley in the first place. So,
I am aware.
Jesus Christ. Look, Tabs, I really like you, but it's annoying how you know everything.
I am aware.
Damn it.
Tabs, I think instead of pointing out what occurred in this situation, as it is something that was very much talked about, I think discussing preventive actions to avoid it in the future. Are there any techniques we can practice as a team? Because all of us agreed that panic thinking in this vein would be something we would similarly do to preserve a teammate. Are there any techniques that we can practice to train our brains to make more logical decisions, more productive decisions in those panic moments?
There are mental training exercises, which I may compose into a regime for you all, if you so wish. However, I would suggest perhaps the code word method used by the Ultras. The Ultras have a series of code words for various emergencies, personal and otherwise.
I think a two-pronged, both training the habit of panic thinking out of being a habit, as well as the code word method, is probably in our best interests. But we can put together a list of code words to cover pretty much, hopefully, any eventuality.
You do not necessarily need to begin with a list. In the beginning, the Ultras simply had one code word to indicate that there was something going on that they could not currently discuss.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets.
We
That's
might
2
actually
words.
say that though.
Yeah.
Oh, nuggets.
That is a common term and would not be recommended for an emergency code word.
I don't think
I'm
we
glad-
should do food.
Huh?
Aubergine. Oh, I was gonna say aubergine because who the fuck calls it an aubergine? And why would we be talking about eggplants?
The Brits.
Aubergine?
but-
You might run into somebody British.
She's asleep. It's fine.
Vermilion. I don't know.
Aluminium.
Paprika.
Oh God.
Vitamin.
Vitamin.
Yeah.
Vitamin's a fun one to say.
The boot of the car.
What if we did
Zebra.
a code instead of a code word? We did a code gesture.
What if we can't see each other?
It's a little.
Yeah,
it's
if you
because
don't have.
Because we'll have
Sight.
like comms.
Yeah, well,
it might make sense to have both a physical gesture and a word, depending on the situation. You never know if you're going to
Yeah.
be able to talk about something or not.
Mm-hmm.
I can provide suggestions if you so wish, but it is recommended that the team compose this themselves.
We can figure it out.
yeah. Seeing as figuring it out might take some time, do we want to move on to the next point of the meeting and get it all on the table first?
What's the next point of the meeting?
I'm guessing there's more.
Oh,
There is indeed more.
oh shit.
I would specifically wish to address the injuries inflicted upon the leaders of the super gang. And her faceplate sort of rotates towards SP and Glory.
Shouldn't use your lasers indoors.
He does have a good point. Laser eyes are not like indoor toys.
That is irrelevant.
With
We
me
are held to
believable
a higher...
assurance that his point blank damaged eye laser would not have hit SP, or that there was nothing in that building that would have, if hit by a laser, caused a catastrophic disaster. And I'll accept that without criticism.
I understand your actions, Glory. However, you also need to realize, as do all of you, that we are held to a higher moral standard. Actions like these will always be seen in the worst light possible. Even by our fellow heroes.
You think I don't understand
Gangbuster
that?
is in the process of lodging a formal complaint.
Who is?
Gangbuster.
A formal complaint?
That doesn't surprise me. He didn't seem very thrilled about not getting lasered to death.
To be fair, I don't know that I would have done anything different in Gloria's position. A guy with laser beams coming out of his fucking eyes, there is so much opportunity for harm to be done. She prevented yes, he got harmed. I will say that, but he is the one who was trying to cause harm.
What would you recommend? If I'm given the choice between doing something that likely damages a villain and letting them do damage where I don't know the ramifications, that given the environment could cause, who knows, a district-wide explosion. What's your recommendation?
There are multiple factors that would need to be accounted for. But even with my processing power, it would take a significant amount of time, especially in the midst of combat.
Yeah.
Again, I am not faulting you for your decision, Glory. But I am saying, in the future, be sure to turn a phrase considered inappropriate, changing.
Not blow somebody's eyeball out of their socket.
No
To
alternative.
be fair,
found.
he did that to himself. I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb here and argue for Glory. He did that to himself. She just contained the blast.
I don't think
In
it's
the
tabs
future,
we need to
however-
justify ourselves to.
Indeed. In the future, keep an eye out for opportunities to minimize harm.
I'd like to specify that I am saying this with a high degree of sarcasm, but it might have saved us some problems if I hadn't blocked the laser and it had gotten Gangbuster.
Quite possibly. He is a durable individual and could have absorbed the blow.
Or not.
We don't know what he's not very forthcoming, and to be honest, he's not a great team member. He didn't share what his powers were or about his durability. Glory didn't know that he had anything but super strength.
Above the table, he did share that, didn't he?
He didn't share any of his powers.
I don't think he
with us.
shared anything with us.
He did not really.
Fucking tell us
Oh.
anything.
He just kind of showed up and was like, I'm hiring you guys.
You guys are doing this, and then he didn't tell us at all about what his abilities or vulnerabilities were. So to be fair, I think he could use some greater training on how to work as a member of a team rather than an individual.
I cannot necessarily fault his actions, and I understand what you're saying, Tabs, and I agree with you. It's a little ironic that he asked us to prevent children from being put away in jail. I also agree with him. But is it heroic to let a threat remain on the streets? Many threats, possibly. He has good intentions.
I mean, we caught all three of their main guys.
Or
I'm not,
Four, right?
and I'm not saying this because that's even really what I think about him, but every situation has a bad angle and a bad interpretation. And
this
is
is
entirely a reasonable interpretation by the public. The gangbuster is releasing threats back onto the streets and endangering public safety. And I'm not going to make that argument because I like to think I'm a good person sometimes. But it feels good to say it regardless.
I will admit, involving all of you with Gangbuster may have been a fault on my part.
I don't think it's your fault. I think that he's not built to work in a team. And that he should.
Doesn't seem
in
like
the
he
first
does it
place.
often.
No,
He does
doesn't.
not, but he was in need of additional assistance for this mission, and I adjusted figures to connect you all to him.
I would imagine neither he nor us particularly would want to work together in the future.
Probably not.
Unknown. I believe that will depend on how you are perceived.
Seems like he's already made up his mind.
Yeah, public
Judging
opinion's
from
not
the
gonna change
content of
him.
his complaint, it does not seem so.
What?
Huh?
Quote, they have potential, but are still raw and untrained.
Yeah. That's been said to our face several times by multiple people.
I get that one a lot.
My mom says it to me like on a weekly basis.
I get it from your mom a lot too, actually. That's really weird.
It's not actually that weird.
It seems to be a common consensus on the team currently, with which I concur.
To be
You all
fair,
have
we're all
accessories?
young.
Potential.
Bro, we can hear whatever you're smacking.
God damn it.
He's clicking a pen.
I'm telling you, 2 hair ties, you just kind of loop them together, and then you can just constantly.
I got a hair tie on my wrist. I'm just gonna.
Stab
that
yourself
works.
in the
Get
wrist
two.
over and
No.
over again.
and like
Um,
loop them together.
Tabs, we're all young. We're barely older than the gang members that he makes. You know, he does this heroic thing for. I know that we're held to a higher standard, but cognitively, we are all still not fully developed in our frontal lobes.
HK, I get what you're saying, but if we're at the point where we have to use that as a defense, I'm not sure we're ready to be heroing.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair. I'm just saying that he cuts a lot of slack to the kids, and I don't see him stepping up to train us.
We're like the same age as some of those kids.
We are.
People can be hypocritical. It happens.
It drives me insane when people are critical.
Feedback noted.
No. I feel like Elytra probably sinks further into the couch knowing what is going to happen in light of that comment.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what do the seating arrangements look like? Like, who's sitting where?
HK
Just Thoth
sitting on the
perched
coffee
over in the
table.
corner like a crow.
Thoth is probably leaning up against the wall,
That tracks.
hands in his pockets.
I'm very much seeing the delinquent vibe.
As a random side note, Tabs is 100% provided one of the t-shirts from the Ultras gift shop.
Oh my god.
So it's got like that big stylized U on it.
Well, Elytra might want to place that order regardless.
Yep. No, that order was placed. And she saw what it was.
Like, oh, maybe not.
Now, as a last order of business, and her faceplate rotates to Thoth.
Yeah.
I have been aware of your criminal activities, Thoth. However, it is my evaluation that you are still figuring yourself out, I believe is the phrase. It is my belief that you have a good moral compass, even if it is pulled in many directions. Due to your actions this evening, you cannot be connected to this crime, and I will not be supplying any evidence to do so. However, it is clear after this evening that it cannot go unaddressed any further. Have you all already discussed this?
Yeah.
Have you come
To a
to a
degree.
solution?
A
If Thoth
tentative
cares
one.
to share. However much you want us to say.
The current plan is to extricate my friend from the gang activity.
Would you like me to provide links to anti-gang resources?
No, but if Thoth wants to, we may need some information on whether or not the friend was booked with the rest of the people at the headquarters
That's
of the gang.
Finding him is first order of business.
Do you wish for me to scan for him?
Sure.
Elytra
face-
will, before Tabs does anything, say, until Thoth reveals this friend's name, please do not say who you're scanning for aloud. You can confirm via text with Thoth privately that you are scanning for the correct person, but that is his secret to reveal.
Of course. And Thoth, you get a little ding on your phone.
I check my phone.
Scan for Manny Jenkins. Yes, no?
I type out yes.
Confirmed. And her faceplate kind of goes a little blank as like this little holo projection of a computer screen pops up, which all of you would recognize as a Precinct 101 computer. and you watch as like things just start opening up, like windows start like flying open as passwords are typed in like faster than any of you can register. And then there's just like a list of names and faces as Tabs just starts like rapid firing through them all. Confirmed. Designation, Thos friend, was not apprehended.
That's lucky.
Since I have my phone out, I want to see if I have any messages or anything from Manny. Or just anything else in general, since I've been MIA for a couple hours.
No, not currently.
Okay. I will shoot him a quick text that just says, "Where you at?"
Tracing message. And again, there's like a little pop-up from Tabs of like a map that just like zooms in on San Sebastian. But before it gets too detailed, the screen like goes blue, and then a little pop-up says transferred to Thoth's mobile device. As Thoth, you basically get a GPS pin of where your message to Manny just went. He appears to be in the industrial quarter. And you do get 3 little dots from Manny until he eventually responds, "Holy fuck! Holy fucking fuck! I am a badass!"
No, honey.
Oh, honey.
I just respond back, "Where are you?"
Hang on. And then he sends you a picture of like a straight intersection sign. Nowhere near where the Three-Eyed Crew's base was.
Okay.
Then he types out, "You remember that shit I used to do at parties where I could like jump on top of like a door frame?"
Yeah.
I did that shit to a cop. It was awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh.
So your friend is stupid. Got it.
Oh.
I'll turn.
I mean, I don't know if Thoth shares this.
I know. I'm probably
No.
just like.
This is me as a
I'm
player
probably
reacting.
reading this and
Yes.
just like rubbing
Oh
my temple.
God.
And I'll look back to Tabs and say, "Is there anything else you'd like to discuss?"
Will you be needing medical supplies?
I didn't get any aftercare instructions from the foxes.
I see.
So maybe?
Another panel opens up and she pulls out a first aid kit, hands it to you. And then there's like the sound of a printer as like coming out like towards the bottom part of her faceplate is just like this printout.
Cool.
These are aftercare instructions for such an injury.
All right.
Manny, where the fuck are you, dude?
I'll text back. I got pretty banged up. I'll try and come rendezvous with you soon.
Oh shit. Got a cool scar out of it?
That's so weird to put it.
I text back something like that.
Rad. Meet
Rad.
back at your place? Question mark.
I'll text back. Not until we know there aren't any cops lingering around, and I'll send a... I imagine there's probably like a few rooftops that we've set up with just like plastic chairs where we go and like hang out and drink beer or whatever. So I'll send the location of one of those.
10-4. Message me when you're ready and I'll see you there.
Turn back to Tabs. Anything else?
Nothing I wish to discuss with the team.
Fuck.
Yep.
Yep, not loving that statement. Has that shirt that Elytra ordered after Tabs brought out the Ultra shirt arrived yet?
It's probably gonna take a few hours for that to show
That's
up.
fine.
It is the middle of the night
Yeah.
currently.
I'm gonna go into the bathroom and put on a shirt and this bandana and just zip up my hoodie
I'll
to
say-
cover the shirt.
Since Glory's probably still wearing the clothes from that thing, she'll be like,
Hmm.
"Never- I mean, my shirt would probably fit you if you want it."
Just a plain.
It is thankfully a black base of the shirt, though, so when you're zipped up, it doesn't look that much different.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
It's just got the big, like, red and yellow stylized U on
Yeah.
it.
I'll just zip up so that's covered. And unless anyone stops me, I will leave to go meet Nanny.
Do please be careful, Thoth.
I will.
As you're leaving, ba-ding. From Tabs. If you need further assistance, let me know.
Send back a thumbs up emoji.
You may all disperse. Elytra, I do wish to speak with you in private.
Yeah, I figured that was probably going to be the case. I'll meet you back at the lab in basically a flight time. I think that's probably the best place for this. Also, I realize now I may have left some insects doing things that probably should be supervised.
What?
Do bugs need supervision?
Yeah.
The kind of bugs she has? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's true. I forgot about the hell
It's
bugs.
it's not
I
the
thought
hell
they were
bugs.
under your control.
There's new bugs.
What new bugs?
Sentient fire ant colony.
What? Sure.
You know what?
Yeah, that
Maybe
makes
it's
sense.
Why not?
It's why I wasn't with you guys to begin with.
Okay.
It's very interesting. Yeah, nope.
We will reconvene at the lab. Mia, I apologize for breaking into your location. As way of apology, I have left a cheese basket. And she gestures over to the kitchen, and there is just like a basket of assorted cheeses.
Thanks, Tabs. Next time, maybe whiskey.
Confirmed. Have a good night.
You too.
She just walks out and then just.
HK just starts putting the cheese away.
Some
I
nice
think-
cheese if you're into cheese.
Yeah.
Elytra
She does grab a
pauses
block of it and eat it because she's hungry, but
at the kitchen. She doesn't say anything for a second, but she does say, as much as I wish you had told us what happened, I recognize that my reaction was out of place given the situation, and I apologize for my outburst and my reaction to you asking for trust. It was difficult for me to be asked to choose between someone I perceived to be keeping something from me and my mentor, despite our levels of friendship. And I reacted in a overly harsh manner. And for that, I apologize.
HK just like closes the fridge with the cheese, and she goes over to the cabinet and she grabs a bottle of tequila out, and she takes a long swig, and then she just says, I'm just glad that I finally know where I stand with you.
I think you don't see it, but Elytra visibly wilts. And she looks like she's gonna say something. And says, just like you reacted in the spur of the moment, I did tonight, and it seems like I made the larger mistake. And you're right, I should have known better. And then she leaves.
And HK is just going to trot up the stairs. And she's going to go sit in one of her banana hammocks on the roof and just drink a bottle of tequila because she's tired.
That exchange out in the open.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
Elytra was directly in the kitchen doorway.
Yeah, SP and Glory were just kind of awkwardly standing in the
They were
corner for that
like-
one.
Claire just leans over and she's like, you want to go get dinner? This is
Yeah,
I
we
don't
should.
wanna
This
be
is
here."
private conversation.
Awkward.
I imagine they're probably just sitting there and neither Elytra or HK says anything as they both go their separate ways and they're just like, we should leave.
Just yeah, let's. Seems like a private conversation for them.
Dinner though? We
Yeah,
can toast to excessive and unnecessary violence.
yeah. Maybe we'll get. I hope we don't get written up for anything.
It's like 1 o'clock in the morning currently, so y'all probably can find some food. It's probably not gonna be good.
It's drunk food, it's fine.
I was
I
gonna
can
say
cook if you want.
night food. Yeah, if you want. Night food is usually some of the best food.
You're not opposed to a detour. Go see what's around Terra Town, and if that's not working, I probably have food in my fridge I can cook.
Works for me.
So they're gonna go adventure.
Still slightly splattered with blood.
Okay, I will
Love
say
that.
actually she'll probably say
I should change.
if we're going in that direction, we can probably wash the blood off in my apartment.
Yeah.
You
I should start keeping clothes here.
Yeah, probably. I should too.
Everybody should.
Let's,
HK doesn't hear that. She's upstairs, but
Let's save that for another day, though.
She would say everybody should be keeping spare clothes here.
I mean, you probably don't fit in my shirts, but I think I've got like pants that are big enough you could fit in.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing open. Unless he wants mystery clothes delivered by Tabs.
I want very little from Tabs right now.
Yeah.
God, you have to tell her shit. Tell everyone shit she already knows clearly. I imagine this is a conversation Glory is having after they've left, that she's not saying this shit inside the apartment.
Yeah.
She'll say, well, you know.
back me up that I haven't, let's say, used my powers in unethical ways, as far as you know.
As far as I know.
Well, against the team, you know.
Oh, yeah, I know
ways
that.
otherwise. And she will hold his hand and say, "Thank you."
He'll take his glove off, so she's not holding his gross glove. But yeah,
Oh.
Her hand was probably already had blood on it.
I was
She's
gonna
like,
say
"Okay,
she's
dude."
also probably a little covered in viscera too. It's fine.
Bloody gloves and
holding
bloody
hands,
gloves.
walking down the street at night, covered in blood.
Yeah.
How
It's romantic as fuck.
Yeah, Glory thinks it is.
At 1 in the morning.
At
Yep.
1 in the morning.
1 in the morning on a Friday.
Yep,
There might be stuff open. It's Friday.
Maybe.
probably. But blood off first, or we'll freak people out.
But as SP and Glory saunter off into the night.
For a final note, she kind of just leans against him.
Bump against her.
HK.
Mhm.
As you're sort of like laying in your hammock, feel your phone buzz.
She will look at it.
It's a number that your phone does not recognize. But the message helps eliminate that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's Moonlighter. You can call me Vance. Sorry this is such a weird time. Just had a gap in my patrol. Figured I'd reach out.
She'll respond. Hi. Everything okay? Question mark.
Gonna be honest, didn't expect you to be up. Hero life, am I right?
Hero and bartender. She'll just respond.
Bartenders are their own kind of hero.
Yes. She just responds yes.
What are you up to?
Mm. She's gonna respond. Chillin'. Not like a villain, maybe like an anti-hero, but just chillin'.
That phrase does have a different meaning in our line of work, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you would be free anytime soon. If you're not too sick of alcohol, maybe we could go get drinks.
Aww.
She's just gonna be like, I am drinking right now. Sure. When? Where?
What works for you? And I would like to note at this point, he's using like text slang, like he's abbreviating and doing like number substitution and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure she's doing time appropriate texting since she is texting all the time. Maybe not all the time, but she does like to go GG by text quite a bit. She'll I don't know, does she's like, I work tomorrow, work Saturdays, but I'm probably off on Sunday. I don't know. Is it the boys' night to patrol on Sunday, or is it the girls' night? Is it Glory and HK / sometimes Electra's turn? I don't know what our schedule is.
I was about to say,
I-
Elytra is not going to be patrolling with you after that fight.
I think Glory is going to take it upon herself to reorganize the team's patrol schedule in light of the conflicts.
It's fair.
Also, fuck y'all for making her take responsibility.
I was about to say, Glory was like being team leader during that whole conversation.
She is more than happy to leave it to Elytra, but Elytra's dealing with some stuff right now, so whoever's not having problems is team leader at the moment.
Who's that? Wait, who does it? That makes SP team leader, actually, I think.
He and Glay are in the same problem boat in this.
Yeah,
particular
you guys
instance.
have the same level of problems at this time.
Well, sort of.
I will say, HK, that probably the next day you would be free. Probably October 6th.
Wait, what's today?
The day is September 25th in game.
The next time I'm free is October. That see, she wasn't even giving BP shit. She really is that busy.
Hey, if you want to ask for a night off, I'm reorganizing the schedule.
That's fair. She'll say, I'm not super available at drinking like hours normally. I mean, I'm available now, I suppose, but the nice part about her costume going into the thing is that she's not covered in blood, thank God. Also, well, maybe except for her own. She does have a little bit of her own blood on her, probably.
Maybe.
She'll just say, if you'd like to get a drink, the next time I'm free during drinking hours is October 6th.
That works out. I need to clear this with my parole officer first.
Are you allowed to drink on parole?
Shrug emoji.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Okay. Who's your parole officer?
Physique.
Oh!
Somebody else who's not a fan of us right now.
HK just like... Oh.
To be fair, he doesn't really blame you guys. He's just kind of generally frustrated about his shit getting blown up.
We kind of are cursed a little bit, maybe. Sure. Okay. October 6th it is.
See you then. Wink.
See you then.
Meanwhile, Elytra.
Yeah.
How you feeling as you're flying back to the lab?
Incredibly guilty.
Well, when you arrive, you immediately notice the sound of running water.
Oh God, they made a
They already
freaking
started
water-
their own water park.
I told them they could. It's fine. I'm just gonna walk in and hope for the best. But
It
They're-
appears we has repurposed the plumbing from one of the sinks in the lab and is currently on what appears to be some sort of infinity water slide.
I mean, good for you, bud. Like, I fully support that. At least someone's had a good night. Like, yeah.
But as you enter, the screen ripples and Tabs appears, as she usually does. Are you alright?
No. My best friend thinks I hate her. Team got into a very severe emergency situation tonight, but I can't even really focus on that right now. She... Yeah.
I am sorry.
I did it. I didn't trust her.
But you were
lashed
not
out.
originally involved in the situation. I involved you.
You did. But they're my team. Something was happening. Something that you didn't have full eyes on after though ended up in the sanctuary. And a lot of things came to head tonight. A lot of errors that had not been addressed in previous fights because they hadn't been serious came to light.
Do not reveal this information to Heavenly Katana. But in truth, her Island of Foxes rather frustrates me.
That doesn't surprise me. Is it because you don't have eyes on it, or is there a separate reason?
There are many places that I do not have access to, but the combination of lack of access with the accelerated time leads to situations such as this evening. I watched you all enter at Precinct 101, I watched you all depart at the manor, and you all had an entire conversation that I was unable to provide input on, to mediate, to help.
Tabs,
Did
we
you
can't.
not want my input?
Your input is helpful, but in some circumstances, we need to learn how to stand on our own. And I know I appreciate your input and your oversight, and I recognize it. A lot of the team hasn't dealt with that since they became heroes, and they were brought up in different backgrounds, as well as have different trusts of someone who would be an authority figure. As such, there are different reactions to being monitored, different reactions to being told that they should consider revealing very personal aspects about themselves. But ultimately, if we rely on you to mediate every conflict between our team, we're not growing as heroes. We're reliant upon you for every single step. We're not becoming what we could be. We're learning that to be dependent on you. And that doesn't make good heroics. That makes heroes that don't know what to do in those split-second moments where they can't consult someone who is more knowledgeable. That's why I want us to have that training, that the way to make more intelligent decisions in those split seconds, to retrain our brains to think in a more constructive and preventative way. There's a lot of power and potential on this team for both good and bad decisions. There's a lot of lethality on this team if used incorrectly. And there needs to be reaching out for that lethality can't be the reflex. And we can't rely on you to tell us that. That is something that we have to make habit in our brains, that we reach for the safer option first. Though what definition of safe is entirely dependent on the situation. I will stand by the split-second decisions of my team this evening. HK saved a team member from a potentially lethal blow by her split-second decision. Decisions afterward, I don't necessarily agree with, but I think a lot of that was because we did not have the communication in place to result in that. Glory's decision to shield against Triclops was one that that I-beam could have potentially set that entire lab alight with whatever the hell was in it. And there was some sketchy tech in there, militaristic tech in there. She made a split-second decision, and from where I stand, it was a logical conclusion that either incapacitating Triclops or assuming he was immune to his own powers would have been a logical choice. I also think this evening there was something bigger at play than that gang. That drone we found was too cleanly masked to be some gang-related tech. Those serial numbers were expertly welded off. Furthermore, there was someone intentionally made that as untraceable as possible. That was a base set that got modified. There was it'll be hard to dig a scrap of the creator in it out of what was there.
You are more correct than you realize. And the screen changes.
Oh no.
This occurred 30 minutes ago. It's a camera angle of a security feed within Precinct 101.
Maybe you're messing with things.
Damn it. And you actually see like the tail end of you guys leaving. And then you watch the automatic door open. And you see this little shambling, like, leaf creature comes skittering in. He sort of looks around, scrambles up the stairs, past some of the holding cells, and you actually see Triclops in one of the holding cells, like with his one good eye, see this thing go skittering by, and sort of like, and he comes up to the cell bars. The thing scurries off into a room. There's a few minutes. And then you see it come back out of the room holding a piece of one of those robots. Enhancing audio. Hey! Hey! You're with them, right? Help me out here. As Triclops sticks his hands through the bars to show the power suppression cuffs. The little leafy creature sort of stops and regards him for a second, and sort of like turns its head like it's listening to something. Then you watch as it raises a arm, leg, limb, some sort of protrusion, sticks it into the keyhole of the cuffs, and little roots start to break through it. Triclops shakes them off. Thanks. Cage! Cage, get over here! Cage Match, like, rolls over in his cell. What, man? What the fuck is that? Hold out your hands. What? Hold out your hands! Cage Match does so. Then there's a faint little as he shoots off Cage Match's cuffs. Get us the fuck out of here! And as the little leafy creature scurries away, Cage Match grabs Triclops' hand, slaps it, and the two of them vanish.
Well, shoot.
A search is already in progress.
Should have kept him blind.
I'm actually, Elytra is immediately on the team chat saying, our blind friend and his extra dimensional buddy just escaped.
SP will
You
point
get
out
in
he's
all-
not blind.
You get an all caps response from Glory that just says, too much damage, 3 question marks, 1 exclamation point, 1 question mark. Fucker.
And then just SP, not technically blind.
Oath doesn't respond, but his stomach drops and he breaks out into a sprint towards where he's meeting Manny.
Where he's meeting Manny.
I was about-
HK just
Down in that bottle.
she's got, yeah, she takes another fucking swig, sends the emoji with the person like hitting their head, like,
Say, Thoth also gets a DM from Glory that just says, are you safe?
I was about to say,
SP's also just gonna text him separately.
I
Do you
feel
need
like all
do you
of
need a
them
different
do.
place to
Forced.
stay?
God.
Yeah.
Oh, you and your friend need a place to stay? Question mark.
I don't
Elytra says
Yes,
the
he has
lab
space
will,
for 2 other guys with him.
Elytra will say the lab is free. I'll get tabs out of here. There are sentient bugs. They won't bother you.
unless you want to get
Unless
on
you
their
want
water
them to.
side.
I don't think I open any of the text messages so you can't see, like, you don't get a read receipt. I think I just look at the notification and I'm like, I will respond to these later. I
Make
have
sure Manny's
Yeah,
alive.
I need to intercept Manny right now.
In regards to that, Thoth,
Yeah.
I'd say at about this time you finish climbing the fire escape to your and Manny's spot. I'll say it's got like a decent view of like the bayfront. So there's just like the glittering crescent of the bayfront and then like the rolling darkness of the bay itself.
The entire right side
With,
of
like,
my
the-
body's throbbing.
And when you come up there, Manny is just like pacing back and forth like, hey dude, holy shit!
Yep.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Dude, are you okay? And he like grabs the sides of your head, like
Fuck!
trying to like
Ow!
push it back together.
Stop!
No!
Don't
Oh.
smack his hands away.
What the fuck happened?
I nearly died. That's what happened.
He was one of those fucking heroes, wasn't it? Psychopaths! Psychopaths!
Manny. We need to have a serious talk.
Look, okay, I know this went tits up, alright? But it's not a complete loss. Sort of looks around, reaches into his pocket. I snagged this before they busted the place. And there is a solid gold pocket watch in a case. Not a complete bust?
How many of these attempts have actually gone right? How many?
There was the no. It doesn't matter how many of them have gone right. We just need one. We just need one, man.
Manny, we're not teenagers anymore. Like, this is serious shit. Now. I could have died. You could have died.
I mean, that's... it's San Sebastián, yeah? You dropped into Undertown a few weeks ago.
There's the risk of living in San Sebastián, and then there's purposefully getting involved in shit that's life-threatening.
Well, I mean, yeah, it fucking sucks, but what else are we supposed to do, man?
There's a few... there's a few relief programs I've...
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Really? One of the heroes just did that to your face, and then you're gonna go begging to him?
Yes, I will. Because I don't want to see a future where one of us dies before we're 25. Okay?
Listen, man. I know you're scared. I don't know what the fuck happened to you, but clearly it was some shit. But there is nothing else for us, man. Those heroes, they don't give a shit about guys like me and you. They care about the cameras, making them look good, while they help out some poor kid.
Not all heroes are like the exceptionals.
The who?
The group with the YouTube channel.
Yeah, fuck them. But the Ultras are no different, man. None of them are. We have known from day one, the only people we can count on is each other. Now, I don't know about you, but that hasn't changed for me.
There are other things we can do to get by. They may not be great, and yeah, it may suck, but it's better than living under Triclops' thumb.
Listen, I didn't like the guy either. Okay? If we just need one to work, man. Just one.
And what does it mean when one of them works? What's your definition of success?
We don't have to do this shit anymore. We get to live it up in Hickory Heights. We get respect. We get people to care about us. We force them to care.
I don't think anything is gonna force the shitbags of Hickory Heights to care about us.
Money will. It's what they got and it's what we need.
And what kind of job are you envisioning is gonna give you the kind of payday that's gonna let you have it easy for the rest of your life in Hickory Heights?
This one could have.
5%?
Did you see the shit they were stealing?
%of that probably would have set us up for, I don't know, a handful of years.
I don't know, man. I'm not good at math.
I think... No. I know. It's time to accept the reality that there's not going to be an easy solution to all of this.
Well, then what, man? Shoot off another 100 applications to a bunch of asshole businesses who don't give a fuck about me? You trying to be a DJ again and no one gives a shit?
I mean, so far we've just been trying things on our own. There's a couple of good employment agencies. They might be able to help.
Thoth?
Yeah.
I would like you to roll Provoke. And don't forget, because you have influence over Manny, you get a +1.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. What's... You can only add a total of -3 to a roll, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have... My superior is at -2, and I also have guilty marks, so that would be a total of -4.
Yeah, it only goes to a minimum of -3.
Okay. Well, so technically... Well, okay, if it's -4, but then I have influence, would it stay at a -3? or would I do the +1 to the -3?
I
It would be a
will let that
-2.
go to a -2.
Okay.
Just because this is a very important roll.
Okay. Well, that's an 8. So that'd be a total of 6. Is there a way I could spend team selfishly?
Well, Manny is currently assuming that you got your injury from a hero. If you want to throw one of your teammates under the bus on that. There was one running around with a sword.
I appreciate your causing problems on purpose,
Okay.
Face.
Yeah. I'll spend a team. And I will shift Superior up. And
I think it's worth noting at this point that I think Delinquent gets a specific ability that lets it use Team Selfishly better. So you may want to consider picking that up.
oh, I have it. I have team what team.
Oh.
So I get
Perfect.
to oh, that's perfect. Actually, I was gonna say Savior down, which would give me wait, no, I can't do that because then nothing moves. So we'll do Mundane down.
Alright.
And then I will clear a condition. I'll clear Afraid.
Okay.
So.
I love that you were just told that the people who might want to kill you escaped from jail and you cleared Afraid.
Well, I have Hopeless marked. I have Guilty, Hopeless, and Insecure, which all feel relevant right now. But, so that gives me a 7.
Okay. Manny's just sort of like looking at you incredulously for like a few seconds. And then he sort of... You can tell he's sort of like looking at your cut.
And the eye patch.
Yeah. If I'm applying for one of those fuck-ass job agencies, you're doing it too.
Sure. We've got each other's backs. But we can't be involved in this shit anymore. If you think... Here, here's how I can use my team. If you think the heroes are selfish enough already, they're not going to think twice about cutting you down when you're on the opposite side of them.
Fuck, you're right. Fine. Fine. We'll try going straight.
No, not try.
I'll go straight. For a couple weeks.
Manny.
You know how those stupid collared shirts make me itch, man. But I will try, okay?
Okay.
I don't want to see you get hurt again.
I don't want to see you get hurt.
Come here. And he pulls you into a hug.
Hug him for a long moment, and then I thinking about the text from Elytra. No one in the gang knows where you live, right?
Fuck no.
Good. Probably best to
But
keep...
honestly, I don't think that's going to be a problem. They were taking everybody away.
Never say never. This is San Sebastián we're talking about.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, bro, you should have seen it. I was a badass. He was coming through the door, and I did that thing where like I jump off the wall, and then I'm just like, whoo, like sticking myself up above the wall. So cool. He had no clue I was there.
Sounds pretty epic.
Fuck yeah, it was. But honestly, you probably got the cooler scar out of it. Who patched you up, by the way? Why'd they use a wood eye patch?
It was only hand on hand.
Weird.
Yeah.
So if I'm going straight, does this mean I can't fence this? He sort of like holds up the watch. I mean, I already stole it. And I think it was already stolen before that.
Is there anything identifying on it?
I don't know. He starts like flipping over the watch. To Cynthia, love R.
Yeah. Probably pawn it.
His head explodes.
Okay.
You want a beer? I think we still have some leftover around here.
Are we still in the industrial quarter?
Yeah.
Nah, I think we should probably call it a night. Get out of here.
Yeah. I'm still taking a beer.
You can take one, just drink it somewhere else.
Takes one. This was already open. Takes a swig of it. Oh, nope,
no.
that's rainwater. Ugh.
You should have smelled it before you took a drink of it. Could have been
It smelled
piss.
like beer. I don't think it was both.
Oh my god. Alright. Let's go. And I'll smack him on the shoulder. And...
He does the same, but accidentally kind of smacks where your cut is.
Yeah. I'll, get him. We'll probably walk him out, like, to the edge of the industrial quarter. I won't walk him all the way home. But I'll get him out of there and then probably duck into an alley myself to respond to all of the texts that I was ignoring.
Alright. Probably at this point, Tabs has sent a clip of what exactly happened in Precinct 101. And she'll also provide the detail that the little foliage creature has been identified as a leshy.
Ah, motherfuckers. I'm picturing this shows up like halfway through Gloria and SP cleaning up their shit. They're just like, okay.
Yep. She does confirm no response is needed from the team. Precinct's already searching. And you all have done plenty already in regards to apprehending these lot.
HK is gonna text Gigi and see if she's up and if she wants to go out.
Sure, bitch. Pizza Mutt?
Sure. I was thinking drinking and dancing, but
We can do that in Pizza Mutt. They can't stop us.
I'll bring the booze.
Fuck yeah. FYI, I drank like 3 blue, so expect some shit.
Bring some for me.
Thumbs up.
And HK is gonna try to clear I think it's hopeless by flinging herself into easy relief. By chaosing with Gigi.
We don't need to do a full scene of that, but yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah. They're probably out causing problems until Savannah I don't know, calls Gigi and yells at her without yelling the way he does.
I don't think it's Savannah. I think it's probably Fleur who comes to collect her eventually.
What is this pizza mutt? I mean, I think she's had it before, but
It is run by werewolves. It is a pizza place.
But elsewhere in San Sebastian, there's a slight foop as Triclops and Cage Match reappear around the corner from their old hideout, which is currently swarming with Entak. God fucking damn it. Cage Match. Well, now what the fuck? I don't know, just give me... Hello, boys. As they turn around, and there is a petite woman, around 5'4", 5'5", dressed in all black, with these curling black vines on her arms. Spikes.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Valkyrie
No.
go dark.
oh god.
Oh no.
No.
And
He
it cuts
froze.
to
Bro, my
black.
bro, why are you froze?
Valkyrie does not need to go evil again, guys. Let her have her peace with her girlfriends.
I don't know if Roxy finds out that people have been stealing the watch she got for Cynthia. Some shit's gonna get
Woe
smashed.
to them who stole the watch
Yeah.
she got for her
Cyclops
girlfriend.
loses his other eye.
Yes. Roxy is
hello,
so
Lily.
far past giving a fuck.
Did I
You will
look at
pull
you
that man's eye
slightly?
What
right
happened?
out.
What happened?
You froze.
You froze.
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 Zoom just
Bro,
like
you
died for
froze.
5 seconds for me.
Mood.
What
Been
was
there.
the last thing I said?
The vines creeping up
Uh,
the arms with spikes.
Arms, and then you raised your
Okay.
yeah.
But weirdly, the spines don't seem to harm her as she has her arms folded. Hello, boys. Heard from a mutual friend of ours that you needed some help. You work for him? You have no idea who I am, do you? Should we? Cage Match says as he sort of shrugs. The name's Briar Thorn, dear. And as
Hi,
she
Thorn.
speaks, the Leshy
No.
comes scuttling out of the darkness and crawls up onto her shoulder. And I just saved your whole heist. And she holds up the piece of the robot. And that's what we're going to call it for tonight.
Both is gonna text Kane at 2 a.m.
HK is
How
blaming
is he
Gangbuster for
gonna
this fucking
explain
shit.
that to Manny when it gets out that he's a hero and he's dating a hero?
That he's dating the fucking richest hero.
The richest
And
hero.
the son
The
of the guy
richest
who owns the
hero of
prison.
one of the premier teams.
Oh god. And the
And
son
also,
of the prison
the money
warden.
came from the prison industrial complex.
And also he's friends with a bunch of heroes.
And also he's a hero. And also
I
he has
think that-
powers.
I think the
And one of them
dating
is-
dating the rich hero who's in
That's
charge
worse.
of the prisons is probably the worst offense.
But we're adding on different straws to this camel's back.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Also, just that kind of, I love the contrast between like Manny showing just kind of a disregard for Thoth's safety for a lot of that conversation versus just everything else that happened.
Yeah.
You need better friends, dude.
He's not
That's
a very good
I
friend.
do think
Yeah.
that HK has a point in that. Well, that was in chat. Bro,
Look, there are
You need better
backstory
friends.
reasons. All right.
your friend makes
Apparently, one of
decisions.
SP's friends is Bulletproof's brother, and SP just never knew. So
No.
We'll get
Listen,
into
I mean,
that at
that
some point,
tracks.
likely. But yeah, in regards to Manny, he's just not the brightest bulb in the shed, unfortunately.
God, he's
He's,
such a dumbass.
that's why he
several
doesn't
crayons
make any
short of
money.
a
He doesn't have
box.
any marketable skills.
Oh, honey.
Oh yeah, Thoth is also gonna text Tabs to get a list of good employment agencies and employment resource centers to try and actually
He
help
sends you 20 of them.
Manny set up on a job. And I could probably go for a better job since I'm working too many jobs.
But we have some end of session questions to deal with.
Oh boy.
So whenever one of y'all are ready.
I mean,
So
I
did
can go
HK
first.
get to clear Hopeless?
Yes.
I mean, I would also argue
Oh,
that she.
And I almost forgot, as one final tidbit, HK, you're woken up the next day by a phone call. You tampered with a crime scene?
Oh my god.
I guess we're rolling for time passing next time.
HK is
Yeah.
actually where I don't know, where did she pass out? Let's I think she's on the roof in the hammock, and she picks up the phone, hears her mom's voice.
at least she made
And
it
we're
back.
gonna go for clearing Angry as well, and she's just gonna toss it as hard as she can at the skate park.
Second phone casualty due to anger.
You know what? I'll let you clear that too. And if you have, let's see, what is it? Afraid? Yeah, clear that too.
All right. Sweet. We are down to
Running away from something difficult.
guilty. That's tracks.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we still have some end of session questions.
I'll go first. Elytra grew into her own image in a negative way. I think it's gonna be freak up mundane down because she feels even more othered in light of what HK said to her. And HK is her first superhero friend, really, and the first person who accepted her beyond Tabs. So
Yeah. I was kind of surprised when HK was just like, no, fuck you.
yeah.
I forget we're not with Roxy anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
HK is not so forgiving.
Yeah, no, HK. Well, have you guys met her mother?
Mm.
Yeah.
She's extremely stubborn. She holds everybody to high standards, and she might forgive, but she does not fucking forget.
Yeah.
Bit more
And
like mom than you care to
HK
admit.
gets
yeah.
her obstinate nature from her mother, ironically. They all think Neko's like her mom, but Neko is not. Like, HK's way more stubborn than Neko. When she digs her feet in, she digs her feet in. So, yeah, no, Roxy was our precious golden retriever lesbian, and HK is a disaster bi with way too many
A
fucking
large
problems
knife.
and a rage issue, and she's stubborn as fuck. So she's hanging on by a thread.
Yeah. But that was Elytra.
I can go. I will say, just for the meta, that I did consider having Glory go farther away from HK for that reaction, but I think if she thinks about it a bit, she's probably like, she was lashing out. Doesn't really blame her, but it's still a little. Ugh. And the more important takeaway, I think, was she actually grew closer to Elytra and SP. SP, for obvious reasons, they are cute. Also,
They were
she
kind of a
appreciates
unit this arc too.
She appreciates the support, despite the It feels a little bit like they're kind of lumped in the same group for that, but she appreciates the support and the incoming support for whatever that secret reveal happens.
That bombshell.
Speaking of which, also why she grew close to Elytra, because she really, really appreciated Elytra having her back against Tabs, Elytra's mentor. And Glory was not really expecting that, but she was very touched. And also feels bad about how things went. It's more than happy to take a little responsibility to let Elytra have some space.
I'll go first. Just based off of that reveal and that there's some other like thing that might be coming up in the future, I will say danger up, savior down. And I'm sorry, I don't remember if that's going to give you a condition or not, but
You can't say
SP also
until
still has
SP.
to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll find out. I don't know. Definitely mundane down, because he knows what he knows.
Which, just saying, now that we're past, well, we're gonna be past the first arc soon, which means, come the second arc, Glory, that secret is gonna be revealed, at the very least, outside of character knowledge, just so you're aware.
She is planning to tell them.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
For narrative reasons, I didn't want to talk about it in Thoth's arc, just because
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. A little too much.
Time and place.
Yeah. It is not her arc, it is not... Yeah, no spotlight stealing, preferably.
So mundane down, SP, and then what up? What up?
Danger up. He doesn't necessarily think she's a danger, though, but he can see why other people, if they knew, would. He's not very concerned for his own well-being, as we've well established.
Yes, we have well established that SP
He comes
does not
to
care
an
what happens
island
to
of
himself.
foxes and immediately lays in the ground and feeds them. Like, hell yeah. They could be
I
eating
love
his
that
face
for
and
him.
he just wouldn't. Scratching the grumpy one, be like, oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cutest mental
SP
image.
is like, I love the island. It's the best place ever.
Yeah.
He doesn't care
Added
about any of the
bonus,
stuff on it
Tabs
except
can't
for the
find us
foxes.
on the island.
Yeah.
It's like those are literally HK's ancestors he's scritching, but you know,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
One of her crotchety old great grandparents is just
Yeah.
getting head scritches.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're loving it.
Yeah.
Are you treat training my ancestors?
All of us are
That
training
could be
your
a shirt.
ancestors.
Treat training the ancestors.
Oh my god. Yes. Alas. Glory's dangers at 3 and her mundane's at -2, so you both gave her a condition.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
What conditions do you have marked?
Guilty and angry are currently marked.
Guilty and angry.
So you've got
Let's
afraid,
say-
hopeless, and insecure to work with.
Yeah. Let's say hopeless and insecure. I don't
that's
feel
fair.
like afraid works at the current moment.
No.
But you can clear a condition or take potential as you wish. Though with our changes to potential,
I
may have less value now that I think about it.
No, that's fair. I am going to clear a condition. I think. Actually, double checking my notes. I think she's actually going to clear insecure because she does not really feel that insecure.
Fair enough.
I will also add, based off of how that last argument went, I am giving Elytra a guilty. I did not say that in the meta, fully, but
Okay.
she is feeling guilty.
That's fine. I have no issues with y'all giving
Inflict your
yourselves
conditions upon yourselves. Woo!
Glory's definitely feeling hopeless given the state of the team. Guilty and angry track for the Triclub situation still.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with where she's at.
Aw,
So Elytra's got guilty and
Angry.
yeah.
tracks.
Wonderful combination, that.
Yeah.
That's not the recipe for a downward spiral. You're gonna be fine.
Going into her arc. on
Yeah,
top
going
of
into your
everything.
first primary character arc.
Woof.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, be for long.
SP's gonna grow closer to the team, closer to Thoth and Glory.
Ooh.
Glory for their combined parental unit, question mark. And then Thoth, because that's like a major confession. Like, hey, I'm in a super gang. It was one night only, but I was still in a super gang.
Not technically. It was technically one night only for this super gang.
For this super
I
gang.
had a
He doesn't
one night
know that,
stand
though.
with a super gang.
There have
Also-
been many a super
Also,
gang.
he just saw Thoth's face for the first time, so
So true.
there's a lot of reveals for him.
I would also note here, still haven't seen the entirety of Thoth's face, because even without the
Yeah,
bandana,
with the
he
eye
still
patch.
has
Got
an
an
eye
eye patch.
covered.
Yeah. Still,
My
though,
face
he's
is
never
currently
seen
messed
that
up.
much of Thoth's face.
Hmm.
Again, you two get to declare shifts, but not before
I
SP
don't
says.
think I'm in any danger of conditions, so we'll find
You
out.
don't know what they're about to boosh.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is weird or not, but I think Thoth would go mundane up and freak down.
I can see it.
I just can't get the image out of my head of SP in a pile of foxes feeding them donuts.
That was actually
Like
my
they're-
favorite part
Like
of the whole
tiny little
episode.
dogs.
That's it.
Was he's just
That's
like,
just
oh, poppers!
what this
He just came up-
episode
First thing he did on
for
the
us
island.
to
No
represents in my
self-preservation
lives. Yeah.
whatsoever. I love
That's
it.
like the emotional like release this team needed was just SP bathing in foxes.
Yes.
That's all
Glory's
this
got a
emotional
picture.
They're like
turmoil is
licking
going
his face
on.
and his hands.
Oh my
And
God.
then Thoth and Gloria are like, they love you. What the fuck?
they like me more.
Glory's used
now.
to people disliking her.
Not to say, now
Yeah,
they
they-
know that Thoth will make them explode.
The foxes
Yeah.
like me a little more now.
If SP
They're
keeps bringing
still wary of
snacks,
Glory, though. Yeah.
treat train those ancestors.
Treat train the ancestors.
I'm not sure all the
You
treats
heard
in
it
the
here
world
on
will stop
Tift,
them from
everyone.
getting
Treat train your ancestors.
electric shock by Glory, so alas.
I
Well,
don't know if Glory.
we'll see.
Well, she's not gonna make them explode at least, but she did. There's
There
something.
is some
that-
Feels
magical
very
friction
bad.
going on there.
There's something. So
Though I will just
wait.
throw this out there, you haven't experienced that with the coin that Grandma gave you. Just saying.
Glory's psyche's in a place where she's just like, yeah, that tracks. But the fox is not liking her, so. Used to rejection, baby.
oh no.
Pew pew.
HK2. And then
Hey.
not being rejected when she'd like to be rejected. So it's weird. She has a weird relationship with rejection.
But for the label shift, we are gonna go probably danger up, superior down. Because Glory's thinking about like, yeah, they didn't necessarily act greatest, and it's like a mix between danger derogatory and danger affectionate.
Yeah.
That is something I'm noticing with this game, is that each of the labels has like a positive intonation and also a
Mhm.
negative intonation.
The negative intonation is she worries that they might be encouraging each other's worst impulses, and the positive is that she likes fighting with him, not like against him, but like back to back. They make a good team.
No
I love
conditions.
kicking ass with you.
Yeah.
Also, that
Will you
Breaking
kick ass
legs
with me
together.
forever?
That's how
I
they
mean,
stay
honestly,
together.
that's kind of the vibe.
Couples who break legs together never break up.
That's true.
break legs, not hearts.
Tabs, no.
No.
We go to the Fox Island.
SP's like, okay. You're on a timeout, SP's like, this is the best time ever.
So, any conditions from those shifts,
Nope.
SP?
We've
Okay.
skirted conditions.
Oh yeah.
Woot.
Update
And I
this.
believe that leaves.
Oh,
Thoth
I am
and
gonna
HK to
mark
go?
potential.
HK is she'd like to grow away from the team, but she's already grown away from Electra and Thoth. So
I mean, you can choose one of them again if you want to.
I don't think there's any benefit. Like there's nothing else to lose.
No, but if it matches the narrative, like, it's up to you.
I would say that she's gonna grow into her own image, just not in the greatest way. She's feeling a little more isolated from the team, and like, while the idea that they are sort of in it together, she's like, oh good, they're stuck with me in her head. And also like, just there's a lot of like, she feels like she didn't get a ton of like, I mean, she gets that there were places she went wrong, but also like she was just doing the best she could. So she still felt very like, I guess everyone was like pointing at her, and she was like, oh good, I'm a bad fox again, yay. And now her mom's yelling at her,
expect
and
some
so
penalties on your upholding the legacy roll next time.
oh hell yeah. But she's free of phone for a night, so and I went out, got on Blue and drunk with Gigi. Flora was probably a good choice to bring, because HK would have tried to fight Savannah.
That's why they
That's
send
why
Floor.
Savannah sent her.
They know what they're
If HK
about.
and Glory ever are crashing out at the same time, something's getting burned down, I think.
Yes.
The pizza might
The
sustain
unholy
any
trinity
damages.
of a night out is HK, Gigi, and Glory. If the three of them ever combine forces, San Sebastian is not safe.
Convince Glory to take the shackles off. Things are not going to happen
And
well.
once Glory goes off the rails with GG and HK, it's over for the fucking city. Do you know
Like,
how
that's
much
how the
damage
city
the
wakes
three of them
up with,
could do?
like, a light kaiju, like, taking down the business quarter.
I feel like if all of the girls went off the rails together, it would be terrifying.
like
Because
Way
It's
worse
filled
than
with
if the boys go off the
insects.
rails
Yeah.
together.
It shoots insects.
yeah.
I mean, the worst the boys can do is some property damage, and Thoth
Well,
can
I
like
mean-
mentally scar some people.
You could probably
Trauma,
send the
it's
entire
fine.
city into a psych ward with enough power.
Yeah.
This
That's
is true.
true.
But like the
Yes.
girls, that's a lot.
We
That's a
could
lot
bring-
of psych
It
wards.
would it
Glory
would
being
be
very
like,
uptight is a public service.
It's the apocalypse. We could bring on the plagues. Plagues of
Yeah.
locusts.
Yep.
Pins a list to the wall. How many plagues can we recreate?
Who
Just
can
like,
control a
at least
single
so many
frog?
plagues in this bad boy.
Glory
Plague
could
of one giant
explode,
kaiju frog. Or potentially one normal-sized frog that Untitled Goose Games it around nations.
yes.
I know that's not the correct interpretation, but
HK can
by
do
God, that's funny.
But
so
it's
much
funny.
unnecessary things. Yeah, no. So she's gonna grow into her own image. We're gonna put danger up and mundane down,
That tracks.
because she is feeling a little like her personal life's in a disaster, but I guess she's making a new friend on October 6th.
Not a
I
date.
guess.
It's
Just
totally
going out
not
for drinks.
Yeah, I mean, like, friends get drinks, right? Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just
Friends go out for meals together.
why
Friends
he
send
has
winky
to ask
emojis
a
to each
parole
other.
officer
I'm
to
waiting
hang
for
out with her.
HK
She
to
don't know.
invite more people out because it's just drinks with friends. So why wouldn't she invite SP and Glory out? They could use a break. They're not on patrol. It's Elisha and Thoth tonight.
All of a sudden, this has
Accidental double
become
date.
an unintentional double date
Yeah,
that
especially
or
HK
because
does
even
not
worse,
know
Glory
about.
and Misty
Just
have said they're dating.
GG.
Just Gigi, yes.
Oh,
Because SP, it's a 50-50 chance that he'll pick up on this because we'll see what the
And
dice decide
Floor,
that day.
invite Floor, Dino Boy, and
Yeah. I'm just waiting for her to be
SP
like,
and-
oh, it's drinks. Let's invite more people.
Moonlighter's just sitting there at the bar table, like, what
why?
the fuck?
I mean,
How
if
did
SP
she invite-
notices,
oh, good,
he
you have
will.
more
Right.
crazy friends. Great.
He'll try and.
Not only more
He'll
crazy
try
friends,
and,
famous crazy friends.
That's what we wanted.
What,
We wanted the
Balloon?
press to come here because I'm on
Oh,
parole.
Can you not get to me? Is your sister in the way?
Unfortunately,
Oh,
she's
no.
just accepted that
Boone
the press are going to follow
suffers.
her around a little bit. Not as much as like they do the YGs, but she's accepted that.
And that leaves us with Thoth, who I'm very curious where Thoth is at after this session, because I feel like people were more mad at HK than they were at
They
Thoth.
were.
They
yeah.
really were, and HK is feeling that a lot. That's why she's gonna probably be hanging out with Gigi a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a dumb choice, but SP's not really that mad at her.
I mean, Thoth was definitely expecting to be under more fire, and while, like, there wasn't a huge focus on it, he didn't really feel like there was enough, I don't know, bonding or reassurance from the rest of the team to grow closer to anyone. So we're gonna go with, but on the flip side of that, no one really, like, gave him a big enough dressing down to grow away from them.
It was a non-reaction.
Yes.
In a way.
Yes. So we're gonna grow into my own image, and just kind of thinking of, like, the Tabs' comment of being pulled in multiple different directions, as well as the conversation with Manny. We are doing Savior Up for,
Ooh,
in his mind,
okay.
thinking he is getting Manny out of this, and maybe we can just...
Sure.
Yep, maybe we can just take it easy for a while. And we're going mundane down because there's, kind of like Tabs pointed out, there's that big tension between these various commitments and sides of him. So.
Yep. Indeed there is, which we will explore more in a later arc, but for now, thank you all for joining me this fine evening. I hope this was suitably dramatic. And in case it was not obvious, you can expect Triclops and Cage Match to be returning at a later time.
Aw. You really shouldn't have healed his eye.
I
Your
can
actions
unheal
have
it
consequences.
with a knife.
I have a sword
I
to
just
borrow
punch
if
him
you
again. Like,
I will say there's a speech brewing in Glory's head about the value or lack thereof of mercy.
want. That's not going to be a HK like vindicated. Like, yeah, I did cut off those guys' hands, and I'm not sorry.
I think Glory does not especially care whether or not HK is sorry about that.
That's good because she's
But-
not.
Those are things to happen at a later time.
Keep your hands to
For
yourself
now-
if you want to keep them.
Bye.
Bye.